Hi, everybody. We're back. And most of us are conscious.
Hey.
Yeah. So, to catch you up on what happened, if you weren't with us last time or ever, there's this terrible thing called the Vanishing, and this cult is trying to blanket the entire world with making everyone forget all about who they are and where they came from. And we think they're probably getting close to pulling that off, maybe. So some heroes, the collectors, went down in the Underdark to try and find the source of it, and they thought they found the source, but it wasn't actually the source. And now there's a guy here in this city, Emilus, who wants that dragon head statue up there. We think maybe to complete some kind of ritual that will make the Vanishing permanent. They also have an army, which is surrounding the city, and is not very far away from starting their siege in earnest, apparently. There's fires and explosions and all sorts of things going on. And the guy, the pale elf, wants us to meet him with the statue at the graveyard at dawn, which is rapidly approaching. And we are trying to find out how to stop him. We think that we have somebody who can help us, but she is a cultist of Shar who maybe doesn't want to be a cultist of Shar, but she can't actually talk to us about it unless we can help her. So we went to the Moongate and tried to get the priestess of Selune, the Moon Maiden, to help us. She was very agreeable to that and said, sure, no problem.
That's false.
Yeah, she didn't. She was really kind of cranky about it, but she's going to help. And all we had to do was bring the woman to the Moongate. And in the process of doing that, last time, we got first jumped by some guys with crossbows and magic fireballs who popped out of the hayloft and tried to attack us. And then this other crazy person, who apparently is the Farron's buddy, jumped out of a portal and sent his minions scurrying throughout the city. So some of them are out in the city doing who knows what, probably bad stuff. We killed a bunch of the rest of them, but he jumped through a portal, cackling at us before we could deal with him. So that's where we're at. I think we left off with she was threatening somebody with a good berry. Vale, maybe? Threatening Vale with a good berry?
I think so.
And I think we're going to try to scoop her up and scoop the Farron up and get to the Moongate and try to stop this whole thing from happening. Maybe.
I love Josh's synopses, by the way. This is it's one of the things I live for with every episode. This is great.
I just gotta, last time.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate. Oh, yeah, this is very accurate. Yeah.
Catches the whole spirit. He hits on all the good points.
I really just hit what I remember as I'm doing it.
They're good points to hit.
That was right on target. Yeah. So I think as the episode opens, I'd feel like at this point, it's kind of got that. It's still dark, obviously, but obviously dawn is close. You know, it's not here yet, but it's close, and so we can see as the episode starts, I think we have a zoom overshot of the city here, and there's this obviously an army that's to the north, but it's you can see kind of that overhead shot of troops moving around to the north or to the east and to the west, crossing the river, and you can see occasionally a projectile being launched over the wall from a good out of longbow range, because we also get that look of on the wall where you can see a bunch of archers and they're but the mangonels are firing from too far away, and so occasionally one of those mangonel projectiles lands in the city, and we hear an explosion in the distance somewhere, or just a loud crash, rumbling across the city. And of course most of this is taking place across the north and the north ward and the east ward. There's not a whole lot going on south of that yet, but if you were to zoom in on the city, there's obviously a palpable tension to the city about what's going on, what's about to happen. People that live in a fantasy world are probably generally used to bad things happening, most of the time, but that doesn't mean it's any better. So they're obviously it's a very tense situation in the city. we can zoom in on the castle, and we can see like Bran Stormraven like going into the palace, and he walks into the throne room where the king is still meeting with a bunch of nobles, and he just like walks in and just completely ignores the nobles and comes right up to the king and is like basically points to somewhere else, and the king kind of nods and stands up, and they start walking somewhere, and all the nobles start to address, and Bran just kind of shrugs at them, and then the king looks at everybody and kind of motions, and they all start heading somewhere where you assume is more of a safe location. We see Ephesus gathering up, everything from the room of collection, and by now he's probably got everything gathered, and he kind of looks around, and you see him kind of give a sigh, and then he's exits the building, and he walks past a couple of guards that are left, and kind of motions them, and Gus's friend, who's standing there at his post diligently, follows Ephesus, to another location within the palace that seems a little bit safer. We kind of just kind of do that like overhead drone shot of like the city streets, and eventually we get down to this scene here.
Love you.
Where
Okay,
yes, there appears to have been a fracas that has occurred on the Queen's Way here. And there are
I didn't think you'd be coming in here.
several bodies.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10? Like 10, yeah. 10 bodies now that are dead. There's this drunk guy too, but we don't think him.
That guy.
Who by now is probably like, oh, what is going on here?
You were supposed to protect her.
I had it. I was fine. She's good. Look, she's fine. See? And so we zoom in on this Queen's Way. There's as Josh said, there was like this hayloft that looks like part of a stable at one point, attached to not attached, kind of part of one of these buildings. But in this alleyway here, and we kind of zoom in on, I would say at this point, you see the Farron lying unconscious. And he seems to have been haunted by something terrible, as the Farron always is. And Vale has come around the corner and looking for Nagamine. And she was hiding behind some like garbage cans, some just kind of hiding in the corner, and so she steps out, and she's got this good berry in her hand, and she has her other hand up, and she's looking at Vale as in, don't come any closer to me, with the good berry up. The Farron is apparently dying. Although he did make 2 death saving throws, I believe, before we cut out last time. So, knowing Mike, that's a 25% chance he'll live. So that's kind of the scene as the combat in the street has ceased. That's where we fade into to start. And so, she's standing there with the good berry in her hand. Looking at Vale. And I believe she said something last time, and I don't remember what it was, so go back and watch the last episode. It wasn't much to get excited by, but she says, blah, and she says it, and then she stands there.
Vale stepped forward and just put his hand out for the berry.
You reaching for the berry?
He put his hand out for the berry. He's not yet reaching for the berry.
I'll come raging around the corner about that time.
Okay. And if you want to move, if you want to move yourself as this is going on, it is fine.
I assume I have a few more seconds of rage, and you never want to waste that.
In gaming terms, we're technically out of combat.
You see me come around.
If it should come to combat, you're going to have no problem finishing her off. If it should come to that.
This poor drunk guy.
And by now that guy is kind of like sat himself up against the wall, and he's just looking around, and That's like there's like some blood splatter on the side of his face from this guy that got killed not too far away from him.
Yeah.
And so he's like just kind of looking around like, oh, what?
Sorry, buddy, I got to keep this anger going.
Yeah, Wigwit comes charging in, all angry, and Vale like swoops past him really quickly, and he's like, "That's a cat, big cat." I mean, he's just
Giant.
giant.
Real big cat.
Bag of small beasts with me that I could kill every 6 seconds. that would fix the problem, right? I just
put my hands in the air like I got
I just had like I don't know.
So as I assume her eyes move past me as Wigbit comes running around the corner, I'll reach out quick as I can to grab her wrist and then take the berry from her. So grapple.
You want to grapple it? If you're just trying to take the good berry, you can even make a sleight of hand check if you wanted to.
Is that something I do? Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, I mean, like, because you're just trying to really. I mean, are you trying to like incapacitate or like?
No, I just want the berry. I was gonna, but essentially, like, as she gets slightly distracted, just reach up real quick, grab the berry.
Snatch the berry out of her hand. Okay.
So it's 19 sleight of hand.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll this just to see if I can roll a big number. Okay, I'm not even worried about the bonus because I rolled a 2. So yeah. So she's like this, and you reach for her, and she kind of backs away, and her head kind of turns to the side just for a half second, and you just take it right out of her hand, and she looks back at it, and then that doesn't really seem to bother her. Like she then raises her hands up even more, and she's definitely in a. I mean, it's a defensive posture, but at the same time, she's essentially stay back, kind of that position. You do have the good berry in your hand.
I'll feed it to the berry.
Am I seeing this as I come around the corner? Like, can I see down there enough to see that the Farron is down?
I mean,
you said it's pretty good moonlight.
Yeah. Yeah, you should be able to see. I mean, it's like I said, it's fading moonlight, but it's there's enough light given off here that you can see what's going on.
As I come around the corner, I want to yell out, "Is that guy?"
I don't think so. We will find out if your berry works, and I'll pop the berry in the Farron's mouth.
Before you do that, she says,
before I do
as
that,
you're about to do that, you should know what was over his body as he died.
Okay.
And about that moment, she actually looks up and she says, "It looked kind of like that." And she points up. And as y'all kind of like follow her, her pointing up, y'all see in the sky, I mean, I've already described this before. It's a clear night. The moon was out. But at that moment, you can see, and I've made this really big just because in my mind, it needs to be big, even though I know y'all can zoom in and all that stuff. But that doesn't matter. I made it big because that's how I wanted it to be. Y'all see this. Oh, hang on. There we go.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Did that show up on your screen?
Oh yeah.
Wait, where?
Okay.
Where is it?
Alien thing?
It's up a little bit. It's up a little bit on your. I could put it at the top of the page.
That
You might have to zoom out a little bit if you want to get like the full picture of it.
That shadowy thing?
Yeah, you see this like cloudy. I mean, it's a cloud in the sky, and again, it's a clear night, so it's a cloud that just all of a sudden is there. But you see this like cloud in the sky. That's a very dark, shadowy cloud. That's and it for the moment, it's like it kind of covers the moonlight for a moment there, and that's what it looks like. And Wigbit, I know I never sent you a picture of what this looked like, but that looks familiar. Like you've seen this exact thing before, and you had a vision about it at some point. But that's what it looked like, and it's you all kind of, and so she's like, that's what it looked like that was over. It looked kind of like that, and then as y'all look at it, after a moment it just kind of fades away and dissipates, and then the moon, it doesn't reappear, but the moonlight becomes a little brighter as it dissipates, kind of fades away.
Well, then we will deal with that later. And he'll go ahead and put the berry in the Farron's mouth.
Wow. When you are, am I remembering, is this the tiger or is this?
This was
something else I saw.
This was part of your vision.
Okay.
From the Underdark portal.
Yeah, I'm struggling to recall. I remember.
So you saw you actually saw Vale and the Farron moving through the forest, and there was a shadow over them, a cloudy shadow, and it looked like this.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
But yeah, you pop the good berry in Farron's mouth, and
That is good.
it is good. We won't make Mike roll one more death saving throw.
I was curious
Going to see if you made it.
if I.
Would it be awesome if you rolled a 20 right now?
See, I stabilized.
Yep.
Look at that. You
Now you got
stabilized,
one hit point.
and now you have 1 hit point.
Unconscious.
Yep.
That's better than stabilized.
Yeah.
Ready to fight a half elf.
Yeah.
Yep. Or a giant shadow.
Right.
And and so the Farron, when you come to, you wake up, like your eyes open, and all you see above you is like moonlight coming down. So you didn't see what everybody else just saw.
Oh, that's good.
Is it?
Not yet. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't need that.
Yeah. All right. So the Farron is no longer dead. It's good.
All right. And I see all
everybody
this,
sees
right?
this. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hold out my hand, and I see that he's looking over there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cast Healing Word on him, knowing that there's still like a drunk guy that could just jump up and try to kill
I'm
him.
keeping an eye on that guy. Don't worry.
Yeah. Wigbit's got it.
Yeah.
That drunk guy moved.
One wrong move,
All right,
buddy.
so
That drunk guy ain't seen nothing.
okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Healing Word at 2nd level. All right, there you go. So 11.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did you guys get that? Awesome, good deal.
So I believe last episode there was like a little bit of discussion on the Farron's part. If you are so inclined, you may make a it's an Arcana check. If you are so inclined, when you see the shadow and then the dissipation of the shadow.
Oh, everybody is not me?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, you already know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't usually take these, but I guess.
I'm gonna say I'm
Well,
interested
you
to
guys
see what this
about
is. It's a beast.
I mean,
No, roll it
I-
as a passing interest. Of course.
Yeah, that's about right.
I'm still confused about everything being made out of stone and like buildings and stuff, and I'm like, where am I even at?
I mean, I guess it makes some sense. He's been spending a lot of time with the Farron. He probably heard something at some point the Farron said that he couldn't ignore. So maybe
Yeah.
some of that Arcana stuff stuck.
Residual.
Yeah, residual.
he had described recently that you remember a demon called a Melodius or a Malodius, and you remember him saying like that cloud looks, such as it was described, or as you remember. I mean, you don't obviously know a lot about it, but just from hanging out with the Farron over the last month or so, you somehow picked up on something somewhere, and I mean, it seems to, the dots seem to connect there with that. Wigbit and Gus, you have no idea. It was a cloud of some shape that looked, I mean, it was menacing. It didn't make you feel good, but otherwise, yeah.
Looked like a warlock carrying a battle axe on the back of a bony brontosaurus.
I'll help the Farron up.
I'm just glad my battle axe came in. I'm excited you saw that. I appreciate that.
There was a
The extra, but other than that,
there was a Melodius in the sky. He'll say to the Farron as he helps him up. And she says he was over your body.
He sees this. I sensed as consciousness was fading, something tried to enter my mind. I did not let it in. I fear this could have been worse.
Well, we should have to keep you from falling back down.
I saw one of these chasing you before in a vision in the Underdark.
I've had one chasing me for half a century, I believe. Watching, waiting.
All right. As you guys are discussing this, I want to kind of walk over near the chick because I'm trying to keep her safe. So I want to just walk over to her and see if, kind of gesture to her, like with my hands up, like I'm here to help you again. Like I'm not gonna,
Speaking of waiting, we probably should get to the Moongate.
Yes, let's get there quickly.
That shadow has been following you for 50 years.
Watching. I don't think there's any hiding from it.
What is it?
Is it the shadow or is it an actual thing?
It's an actual thing. That's what he was.
Who's he?
The one that was in the center of it all isn't what he appears to be. He is that.
Your demon lord of perception.
No, that's not the demon lord.
The center of what? Oh,
One who serves him.
we can say this we're as we walk.
As we're walking, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, assuming that she's coming with us.
She's kind of back
so
up
I'm
in
like
the corner right now.
I'm trying to figure
And
out.
She's coming.
As
Yeah.
the Farron says something about like demon lord or something, she kind of ignores anybody near her and she kind of turns her attention on the Farron, so she's not willingly moving with you, I think yeah.
I didn't think she would.
And she's kind of, like I said, she's back up against the wall in the corner. And I guess Wigbit would probably be the first to notice as he's calming down. The drunk guy has kind of crawled over like to this body that's here, old Sosslin here. And like he's like strangled over and you see him like start to like he's searching this fella, looking for anything, and so he he starts pulling and he pulls out, what the fuck? He just like tosses that away and it's like a dagger and he like flips the dagger away and like he's just he's clearly looking for
Money.
something.
Yeah. I'm gonna walk over and start pawing through the body. What are you looking for? Can I help you?
Hey, son. Mine. This guy's mine.
You want all of it?
I saw him first.
You want the
He's
whole
mine.
body?
No, that's gross.
Oh.
I don't know what I want, but when I see it, I'll know I want it.
Okay, well tell me if
There's plenty of other ones in the street over there. You can go have those.
Well, I'm just trying to help.
Why do I need help? I am perfectly capable of help.
I'm just gonna whatever I find in his pocket. Is this what you want?
You. And points right at the drunk guy on the ground.
What'd you say?
I point to the drunk guy on the ground. I say you. Until I have his attention. I'm
Guy
going
bleeding
to
out of
use,
ears. pointing at you. And
Intimidate. As bees start to crawl out of my skin. Run to the closest guard that you can find and tell them what happened here. Did we kill them all?
Oh, he ain't running.
Move.
The bee.
Oh my god!
And he stands up and then he trips over the body and he falls back down. And then he.
It was with advantage.
Yeah, and he's drunk. So, I mean, it's not like it's like really hard to, you know. He trips over the body, and then he stands back up and he falls down again. And then he stands back up again and he kind of stabilizes himself. And he looks at Sev and he points his finger at where he thinks Sev is and is like, he's mine. I'll be back for him. And he turns around and he starts to stumble up the street.
Wait, you didn't even get the. I guess he didn't want it.
And I resummon my bees. Or unsummon my bees.
In the meantime, Nagamine is up against the wall, and just, all her eyes, all her focus is on the Farron right now.
So we need to get to the temple. Did you kill them all? Are they all dead?
She's looking at the Farron. I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna say, now you need to come with us, or you're gonna get the bees.
This is what you travel with. These are your companions.
I mean, it's not a real choice of mine. I think we're all under the same spell or something, and apparently you have answers, and we just need to get you to the Moongate. And yeah, you don't want to deal with that guy. He's creepy, and just come with us.
I'll respond to the Farron that a few got away.
Do you even know why? Why we were just attacked in the street?
Well, they seem to want to kill you.
They wanted me.
Oh, so you don't know. Some of you think they were here to kill me, and some of you think you were here to kill you.
The ones that were in the barn were there to kill you, but the ones that appeared in the street were there to kill me.
For what?
Because I'm not serving him correctly. We need to get him the dragon-headed statue.
Him is the demon lord, right?
Yes.
We agreed we weren't going to give the demon lord the dragon head statue.
That's what he requires.
Well, we're going to have to disappoint him, I fear.
Yes.
But if there's more than one of the statues, and he were to have one of them, that would fulfill my obligation without fulfilling his need.
Are you under some sort of magical spell that is forcing you to? I mean, are you geezed like the cultist?
Nagamine.
You don't understand.
I know. I certainly don't understand, and we do need to have a kind of a more forthright conversation about.
He has my whole village.
Yeah, and that's not really that important relative to what we're dealing with, the whole world.
I think his village is important, and if he wants to give this dragon head to some demon lord to save his village, he's off his rocker. We're just gonna go kill the demon.
The demon lord is
because that's what we do.
It's like a god. They're.
Gods, we can kill them.
I appreciate your confidence, Gus, but
there's no standing against him.
If you have to do what this demon lord says, then maybe the Moonlight lady can shine some moonlight on you too, and then you won't have to anymore.
And what is
this guy made of metal? He knows.
The shadow
he knows what he's talking about.
And
Does her reach extend that far?
The person there said the Moonlight is that she is everywhere. Their saloon is everywhere. So yes.
Well, apparently not, because if she was everywhere, we wouldn't have to bring this body to her. She
That's
could
what-
just get her in the street.
I mean,
but-
We're
that's-
moving,
yeah.
aren't we?
Yeah. We're
No,
walking.
she's not moving.
We need to gather
All right.
Nagamine.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna look at her again, and I'm gonna say, listen, this guy's got bees. He's got some kind of demon lord he's trying to serve. Like, just come with us. We'll get you some answers. And
So
and
your
I-
method of trying to persuade me
Yeah.
to go with you is to let me know that this demon lord serving person is going to help me.
No, the Moon Lady is
No,
going to help
no,
you.
he's not helping you at all. No, the moon lady, the cat man's friend.
Yes, in the tower.
Yes.
She got
as
long
you've explained
hair.
to me before, Solune is supposed to help me,
Yes. We need.
a follower of Shar.
Correct.
Yes.
So my choices are a follower of Shar, or sorry, the Moongate, or this demon lord. These are my choices.
The demon lord is no choice.
It's either the moon lady
That's
or
the choice.
there's no choice. You're coming with us, and I'm
she
gonna
resists.
grab her.
Athletics check.
If you would like to grapple her, then make an act.
Oh, no, I'm definitely grabbing a hold of her now. All right, what do you want me to roll?
If this is a straight grapple, it is athletics, right?
Yep. And then she resists athletics or acrobatics.
Seems.
Pretty good.
Oh wow,
Be able to win this.
Oh,
It's a
boy.
strong start.
that's.
I feel like your turtle instincts kick in there just a little
Yeah,
slow.
so like you reach to grapple her, she like pulls her hands away, and she's up against the wall as much as anybody can be, and she's muttering to herself, like, and her hands are kind of moving, and she's like, it's not fully like coming out, but it's definitely like, she's definitely like ready to do something.
I'm gonna try to grab her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep those hands from moving too much.
I think I
I was
am.
like, cast a blindfold on her.
I think I am too. I think we're all trying to grab her.
I mean, if this doesn't work, I'm going for concussion.
I'm glad you guys are finally trying to.
I mean, I was
help me
hoping we
out.
could convince her, but
Yep.
she is
We're
resistant.
all-
Yeah, I tried.
we're all
I
grabbing.
tried.
Yeah, so Vale reaches up for her, and she pulls away from Vale as Sev reaches in. There's so many athletic checks
You must-
here.
You must
I'm
come
gonna
with
fail
us.
one of these in a minute.
Nope. Maybe not.
I don't know how it's possible that she's any more in the corner than she is, but she is, and she's like, you reach out to grab her, and she like slaps your hand away, and is like, just, and she's muttering to herself.
Yep. Those damn yellow dice. Oh gosh, you're gonna
Oh.
give her a concussion. You can't get in there unless you're throwing it.
Yeah, what is Wigman doing? What did Wigman just roll for?
I'm doing subdual.
Oh gosh.
I'm subduing.
Roll with a war pick.
Are you throwing it though? Because you can't really actually get in there unless you have reach.
Yeah, we are kind of surrounding her.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. I know we didn't do like an initiative order, but can I try?
Well, let me see what
something
Wigman's
again?
doing first, because y'all tried to grapple her this round.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Exactly.
we also
Yeah.
get the
Yeah.
cast.
No, I mean, you can't do like subdual on throwing warpick.
No, I mean, you can declare it, but I'm probably not going to give it to you.
Like 50.
Learn something in honor.
Right, we may make it a 50-50 roll to see if
Which
the one
end?
end
Which
has
end
a
is?
sharp.
I was just trying to knock her out. I mean, yeah, if I can't squeeze up in with them and clock her on the head, then I won't.
Okay. Farron, what were you doing? I saw you sort of moved out.
Yeah, and then I moved back. I'm just gonna start shouting at her. Not shouting at her, but speaking to her about how we need to get out of here. There's worse things than death.
What's with the worst things than death?
So convincing.
Every time. Every time
we need to move. We need to get someplace safe, and this is not that place. They came here once, and they're not gone. They'll be back.
every time somebody talks about death.
Was anybody even
Oh,
talking about death?
No, yeah, even when people aren't talking about death. Hey, just so everyone remembers, there are things worse than death. Have I said that in the last 5 minutes? No? Okay. Just remember.
I was considering killing her.
I mean, he doesn't know how long he was out. He didn't know.
Right.
He doesn't know the last time he got to say it. So
Exactly.
he could have been out. Could have been out.
Okay.
Oh, what's happening?
So she like mutters something,
Uh-oh.
and I think technically y'all are going to get OAs. She leaps, and so I guess she will leave your threatened area as she leaps. So if you would choose to take an OA, you may, but she is jumping straight up.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
it seems to be she's jumping pretty high for somebody, like unnaturally so even. But yeah, she's jumping straight up. So as she jumps up, she does leave your threatened area. So if you wish to take an OA, you may.
No, she's already doing poorly enough.
Seb's taking one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You make contact with her.
Okay.
Give her a Charlie horse.
Okay. Yeah, so you oh good, she's still up. Yeah.
Yeah, she got healed.
Oh, why do we do that? Why do we heal her?
Keep her alive.
Why would anyone do that?
Well, because
So
she's our companion.
Yeah, I mean, can I?
Yeah, so you punch her as she jumps up.
Is that? Yeah, is like punching the only thing I can do as an OA?
It's a single attack. Yeah, I was thinking like, could you
Yeah,
grapple?
could I
but
like
then
try to grab?
there's no point in like Sentinel.
Right, I think it's a single melee attack.
Yeah, it's like a basic attack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not an
basic attack.
action.
There
It's
you
an attack.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
Yeah, whatever your
Right, so it's not an
basic
action, it's a basic
Right.
attack.
action. Okay.
'Cause grappling is the action, I believe.
And one single attack.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Seeing if there's anything else I can do here.
Yeah, so she jumps up, you punch her in the back.
Yep. Yeah, I guess I just hit her.
Okay, yeah.
Nothing
make it
else I
easier
can
for
do.
Where is she jumping to?
Let me see if Gus is doing anything before she.
All right, so all I can get is an attack of
With your
opportunity, right?
spear of
Yes.
Wait, is this a?
stabbing.
This is still a melee attack, right?
Monk.
This is still a melee attack, yeah?
It is a melee attack.
Yeah. Make a Constitution save, lady.
Oh, are you stunning me or
Yeah,
something?
I'm gonna
No.
try to stun her.
So she jumps up and just falls back down.
I mean,
Give her the
that's kind of what
thunder.
I
Wherever she's going to, it should still.
expected to happen, but what does it say?
Seems worth a key point.
You can use your reaction to make one melee attack against a provoking creature.
And then stunning strike. When you
So
hit
it's just-
another creature with a melee weapon attack, you can spend one key point to attempt a stunning strike.
Which I did.
Or you
Okay.
will succeed on. Yep, monk's broken.
Right? Yeah, because it's a monk. Right?
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah, so I
they
mean,
were all
that's
dead.
pretty broken.
Like,
I'm not a
whatever,
monk.
yeah.
I'm not a monk. I don't know what that means.
That's right.
I
He's
do
just
know
he's
that.
just a robot.
I'm just a
Key point.
robot.
I think that that's the most accurate portrayal of a monk, though.
And she made it.
Robot.
Or did she? I don't know what your DC is, actually.
I have that somewhere.
You said Constitution save, right?
My
Yeah.
key save DC is 15.
So she made it.
I don't make money.
Yep.
So
She
she
made it. Yes,
kept
she made
her
it.
wits about her as she jumps up.
All right. 8. Efficient. Plus wisdom.
Okay.
Yep, 15.
I guess I can't.
All right, I'll go ahead and I'll try to. She's still out of reach, or she's
Yeah,
still,
this is all as she's leaving your
jumping.
threatened space. This is all like happening at split
These are our
second
reaction.
time. But yeah, this is your
All right, I see I see my robot buddy going at it, so I'm just
All
going
right.
to try to
He
hit her.
punches her in the back, and you
Spear her.
I stab my spear into the air.
hesitated, and you
I'm like,
resist as she jumped over your spear, and like you stick it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not really wanting to stab her, so I'm like, this guy did something, so I don't even look. I'm just like,
Yeah. All right. So she jumps up, and Vale, did you want to do anything?
I'm going to follow her. I guess I just don't know what direction she's going. But
So she
climbing doesn't stop me from going full speed.
Yeah. So she jumps up, and she gets like essentially like in this corner of the wall, and she jumps up and like she grabs hold of like the top of one of the roof eaves, and so she's kind of hanging there, and then she like pulls herself up. So she's in the process of pulling herself up onto like the roof of this overhanging building.
Well, and how tall's the building?
As far as she can jump.
Let's make it easy.
It's a pretty low. It's a pretty low building.
So it's not 35 feet.
No, it's definitely not 35 feet.
All right. Well, I'm going to climb at full speed,
Right.
and get up to where she is and help her up.
he gets up in front of her, pulls on the roof.
Right.
Let me help.
He just like
And then he pushes her off.
he just strolls up the wall past her as she's jumping. Like, hey,
Yeah. And I'll help her up into a grapple.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So she's climbing up, and you're up there, and so you're going to pull her. You're going to grapple her.
Yeah. Essentially, I'm going to reach out my hands, help her up, but turn that into a grapple.
Okay. Go ahead and make your grapple check. You actually have advantage on it because she's technically prone at the moment.
Oh, that's right.
So
With advantage. Here we go. What are you going to roll?
I have a chance to beat that.
I know you do. And you're rolling yellow
Much of a
dice.
chance.
nope.
No,
No, that's
not with
not
that roll. No. Yeah. So yeah, she's like trying to pull herself up. You reach down to help her up. She resists, and then she like almost falls off the side as she's resisting, and then you grab her other arm and like pull her up, and she's So now you have her grappled.
Good.
Yep.
That's
All right.
what falling looks like.
So,
And then I'll just jump down.
with her.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I moved 7. Sorry.
Land on her.
No. I'll just like throw her over my shoulder and jump down.
Okay.
I'm not worried about taking falling damage. I don't care how far it is.
So you're just gonna jump down.
with somebody
So
on
it's
your back.
So you're force movement her off the side of the building.
Yeah, but I'm gonna carry her.
Yeah.
And obviously, I'm seeing what's going on, and I'm like standing there ready to grab her and like grapple her the best I can. I mean, she's not going anywhere. There's 3 of us standing. There are 2
Also,
of us.
I'm not worried about damage because slow fall, I can use my reaction to reduce falling damage equal to 5 times my monk level. So unless you can do 31 damage, I'm just ignoring all the damage. He's Batman. Lands on
He's
the
a
street.
cat. I mean, come
Oh
on.
yeah, slow fall.
That's
That's
right.
pretty cool.
Like
Also broken.
this is why I killed all the monks. All right.
Yep, you did. I agree. You did.
These monks are from somewhere else, but all the monks were all dead.
All right.
All right. Yes, you pull her back off the side of the building, and whatever happens, you resist the damage, you fall or whatever.
Yep.
Yep. So okay. The Farron and Wigbit, since y'all are like sort of away, are y'all doing anything at this moment?
I'm gonna have a ready to action illusionary blindfold. If
Okay.
she tries to do any funny business again, then I'll blindfold her. That worked well last time.
Okay.
And she could have let it happen. So
Okay.
I'll gather up her ropes that she untied. Get ready.
I'll help Wigbit tie her back up.
She didn't tie them. She didn't untie them. Somebody else untied them.
The drunk guy?
No, I think it was the Farron actually.
yeah, the parent.
Yeah.
Well, the gag. She undid the gag.
Speaking of the drunk guy, he's like stumbling up
Stumbling
the
away. Yeah.
stumbling up the street here.
Oh, he's gonna run into his demon dudes up the road. He's really in trouble.
All right, so eventually, yeah, y'all like bind her again.
Yeah, and as this is going on, if anybody's paying attention at all, Sev's eyes, which are normally like this sort of glowing green, flicker a little bit, and his head kind of lolls, and you see some of the like wood that's underneath the metal kind of grow back together, like where it had sort of gotten nicked and things, it sort of knits back together, and some of the metal that was kind of dented seems to pop back out, and then his eyes come back on, and he's like,
Rebooted.
That's not monk that I know of.
I'm not a monk.
Right, exactly.
You just get a mid rest or a long rest mid combat.
No, he just.
So I point my spear at him and I'm like, that thing you just did where you mended yourself?
Yes.
What's up with that?
Oh, sometimes I need a. No, sometimes my body seems to want to fix itself.
I've never seen metal forged without a hammer.
Neither have I. Or with a hammer. I've never seen metal forged.
Very strange. Must be some kind of magic.
I don't know.
Well, that is very useful.
So she's obviously still struggling, like trying to get away from us, right?
Yeah, I mean she's actively resisting, but between the three of you and the Veil has her grappled, y'all are able to like, but now as you're like binding her and everything, I mean she starts to like, she looks at the Farron specifically across the alleyway there. But even looks at what the Sev is doing right now, and is like, "These are the people you travel with. These are the people that are going to save us." And so she's kind of she's saying things like that as y'all are like, binding her. And
you say us, but yet you say you're a follower of Shar. When you say us, are you speaking of the population in whole? Yeah, I'm with you there, but I'm not with the whole follower of Shar thing. Not understanding that, because from what I understand, Shar seems to be behind some of this vanishing stuff.
She's behind it all.
I'm not down
and you
with.
will, and as she like starts to say that,
Is that when I'm getting the gag in her mouth?
That's when Wigbit gags her. We'll never find out.
I don't know. I'm going to ask the question. Is that the point that Wigbit gags her?
I love it. Yes,
Well, what is she saying?
You'll never know.
Going into it.
She says, "Yeah, she's behind it all," and
I'll let her keep speaking. I have it right there. I'm ready to go.
Says, "Yeah,
okay.
She is behind it all, and you, all of you, you will all." And as she says that,
that's probably when I'll pop it in.
Okay.
You all.
You all, and she gives this like this snarl about her, and then you like put the thing in her, and when you do that, her eyes go wide, and then she's still like saying, but nothing happens as she's and nothing happens.
I'm on it nice and tight for her.
All right, back on the trail to the Moongate.
All right.
So, do we know enough about the city to maybe find some back alleys? Since this main thoroughfare seems like it's not going so well.
Well, I mean, there's a lot less bad guys in it than there were.
True, they did just teleport in.
Yeah.
There were just suddenly more bad guys.
But they all ran away, so they're not on the main road anymore.
It's true.
They could be in an alley.
I you know the general direction because you've gone that way a couple times now. So even if you don't know a direct route, you could get there. I mean, none of you are technically from here, so you wouldn't know the most direct route, but you think that you know that Moongate is over there, so you know the direction Moongate is. And you're actually not that far from it.
We'll just take the main thoroughfare.
Okay.
We don't need the urban bushwhack.
Okay. So as you you gather her up and you head back out onto the street here, everybody make a perception roll. $17, $23, $24.
Yep.
One short.
Somebody sees it.
I lost my.
Gus cannot see or hear anything.
Gus doesn't see it.
Gus only smells.
Who was
What
Gus's?
is going on? Why can't I find her? There it is. Wow, I had a tough time right there.
Oh,
Well,
I was really looking. I was really looking
Yeah.
hard. I was
spent some
concentrating.
extra time looking.
That's right. I spent that little bit extra time to get that 26.
so Gus, Wigbit, and Vale, as you move out into the street, you hear it's distant, which is why you had to get a 20 or above to hear it. But down the street back in the direction you came, so to the north, you hear clearly there is fighting going on. Like you can hear, like it's very distinct from like the occasional explosion you hear. It's clear that there is something going on in the street, and it's around the bend, if you will, from what you can see here. I'll get rid of the demon shadow here. But yeah, so
it's past the drunk guy.
yeah, so the drunk guy is gone. Like he stumbled off in
Somewhere.
some direction somewhere, trying to go get a guard from the nearest tavern. But yeah, it's back up in this direction, you know, and you can't see it because like the Queensway does turn back towards the castle, and so you can't see from where. But you definitely hear a distinct like combat happening.
You guys hear that? It sounds like the drunk guy finally found the guards.
Wow,
Yes,
that's
perhaps.
good.
What do you
We
mean?
don't have time to make it that problem.
I can hear some combat, and sounds like maybe the guards found your drunk guy that you wanted to talk to.
Or they found any remnants of
It's
that.
not our trouble to worry about.
If it's those creatures that came with, if they're his minions, then we need to kill them.
Yes, but we can do that later, when perhaps we have gotten the information that could save the world.
I think that's a good priority.
Let's look and see how far they are, okay?
You can look, but I am not going that way. And he'll start marching. Nagamine south.
Yeah. So is the Moongate
Yeah,
opposite of
it's
where we're
opposite.
hearing this?
Of where
So
we're
you're
trying to
going
take this
south
nearly dead
on the
lady.
map. You're going south on the map towards Moongate, and the noise is to the north.
So we're gonna have to ignore a lot of. Oh,
All right. Is it taking both Wigbit and I to carry this chick?
no. There's just one person. Then
Yeah, I assume at this point, I mean, it would be harder for her to struggle. I think any one of us could.
All right. I'll go ahead and I'll escort her. That way, you guys can kind of be free to.
and the Farron, you're running off.
Oh, we lost
I'm
our-
looking up there to see if I can see anything.
Uh,
Oh well, Johnny left.
should I
Is
keep
it-
up with the Farron and
Is it?
meet you guys at the Moongate?
I do not think it is a good time at all to be splitting up.
Is it?
Well, we're splitting
Normal.
up a little bit.
So when people die, just whatever's in their pockets belongs to whoever can grab it.
No, Vale is laughing.
Oh,
No, that I mean, yes, sometimes, but that is.
Guys, I don't think right now is the right time to be having this discussion, Seb.
Oh, well, I was just. I mean, that man that the Farron sent away was.
Let's put that one. Let's deal with that one.
Yeah.
No, he was just greedy. That is all.
Oh.
So the Farron took off, and
Are we just leaving him?
someone should go with him and meet us at the Moongate. I'll take Nagamine with me and the Catman and whoever wants to join us. But someone should go with the Farron.
Can you help keep the Farron safe?
Investigate.
Yep. Did you say Sev?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Will not be long. I would hate for you to die tonight. I know there are worse things.
There are worse things than death.
I don't think he can die. I don't think he can die.
Me?
He's made of metal. I mean, I just saw him forge his own armor in front of us.
Something.
Oh, the Farron, he can die, but then he just comes back to life.
Yes, but then I have to carry his body through the woods. It is not something I want to do again.
I don't want you to.
I was going to say, you've done this before.
Yeah,
so.
be careful. Hopefully we will see you very soon.
Yes, we will come to the
All
Moongate.
right.
I'm just looking here. If I see the battle happening, then I'm going to shoot from here. But if I don't, then I'm not going to pursue.
Okay.
I'm just looking.
Best of luck to you.
Seems legit. All right. So at the end of the alleyway, the Farron and Sev go north and we go south. Is that
well, I
correct?
guess I'm sticking with you if Seb's going to keep an eye on the Farron.
Yes.
I just think the Farron should have
somebody
an Farron with him.
Yep.
Farron.
I'm gonna stay, and I'm gonna stay like right next to you, like real close.
Oh, good.
Like right on the Farron, just staring right in his shoulder,
the
like right beside him.
Yeah, just like right over the shoulder.
Doesn't align with the parties, and I worry about him.
Don't worry, I will protect
I
him.
love it.
There's another war going on that, we're not quite privy to.
I think
I yell out as Seb is with the Farron. I yell out, he might need a little bit of that magic healing if you can pass it to him too. He didn't look so good.
Magic healing? I don't think they know that I.
So you're far enough away that I can't.
There's no storyteller, so it doesn't matter. We can do whatever we want.
We can go.
We're close enough.
That's right. That's right.
so. If there's three dragons,
So I try to convince you to do that
what'd you
magic
say, Mike?
healing on the
if
Farron.
there's three dragon-headed statues, then what's the harm in giving Demon Lord one of them?
Unless he already has one.
You just said
And this seems like a victimless crime.
giving a demon lord what he wants is just
No, it's
That
giving
seems
one
like a
third
bad
of it.
idea.
Yeah.
That seems like a bad idea. I don't know much
It's the
about
best
demon
idea
lords,
we have.
but it
Now,
doesn't seem
I
like a good
understand you're
idea.
in the most trouble if you don't give the demon lord the dragon head statue, but I think we're all.
Well, it's not just him; it's his village. So I mean, he's got his
Like
people to
village, entire world.
Yeah.
I don't.
And I mean,
It's hard to weigh those equally.
And really,
for
like-
anybody who's not the Farron.
and the village has been there for a while already, so it's like they're probably getting
Well,
used
it's
to
like,
it by
do
now.
we give Thanos just one stone? Or are we like, yeah, let's just hand
He
him
only
one
has one.
stone.
He
It's
can't
all
do it
right.
with one
You know? That's right. He can't snap his fingers yet.
Well, and actually, Josh, to your point, at this point, they're probably used to it.
Yeah, like it's just how life is now.
It's probably comfortable.
Like our village is here in this demon realm, and that's just where we live.
What?
Like one quarter.
Like Johnny said earlier, like all these people.
To the ground.
What?
I didn't make out what you said, Mike.
Yeah.
What's going on in your village? They're just
Oh,
chill.
I have, like one clarifying question.
Yeah.
While I was being interrogated, he burned one of their souls to ash, which is
Look.
apparently a thing you can do.
There are worse
That's-
things than having your soul burned to ash.
That's not true.
Worst thing. That's the thing.
that's according to the Farron. That is the
That's having
worst
your soul
thing.
burned
Dude,
down.
that's the worst thing than death.
That's the worst thing?
Yeah.
Tortured.
Isn't that
You don't have a soul though, so you're good.
The body cannot.
me? Yeah, I mean, I probably don't have one.
No, we're not sure.
Yeah, it does a work.
So you guys
That's what we're
are
trying to
convinced
find out.
that these.
Even die.
How do you guys know that these dragon statues exist? You have
Yeah.
one?
Yes, we've had.
We have. And we know that
Wait.
the FL has one.
So
Ephesus has the statue in his possession currently.
That's right. Yeah. And my buddy's keeping him safe, so I think we're all right.
we've seen, I'm just going to say, we've seen a dragon statue. We know that it's real. We haven't seen the demon lord or this village or any of that. So,
Oh.
I mean, who knows? Who knows?
Oh.
Sev is not a believer. He's a questioner.
Look, if I can't see it, it probably doesn't exist.
We're heading back to the Moon Maiden. He can ask some more questions there.
There you go. So how many, we don't know how many demon statues there or dragon statues there are, do we?
We think 3 because the Farron said
The staff was broken into 3 pieces.
Right, yeah.
I think that there's 3 dragon-headed statues, and that the prism is used to bind them back together.
To make a powerful.
Oh, so he would need,
To make a staff.
so if we give him one dragon, he still has to get the prism and 2 other
prism
dragons.
or the other statue we already know is possessed by
See,
the
Gus gets it now.
half elf. Because who got it? Was it the
It's
little?
not like getting the
That was Cebu.
stone where you're just getting more powerful every time. It's like you get something that you can't use really without the other things.
Do you know that though?
But
No.
For a fact.
I was going to say I mean, I don't know this, but everybody who's had a dragon statue so far has seemed to be able to use it.
Ephesus can't use his.
He just doesn't know how yet.
Yeah, he just got it.
It's like an angriel.
He's not a very good magic user, as
Do we know
all
what
know.
became of the first dragon head statue that was taken from Cebu?
How much you just hate on that guy all.
I don't. Seb doesn't. Seb doesn't have any problem with him because, like, but I mean, he's just. I don't know him that well.
You don't know anyone that well.
No,
You literally
that's true. I know.
8
Yeah.
hours ago
Yeah.
went, I'm awake now.
Yep.
I know even less.
Yeah. Hellion, though, man. Hellion was not impressed.
Not even slightly.
Nope. Oh man.
So we were talking about priorities. We seem to have a party or some kind of group attacking the city.
Yes.
Do we want to stop them?
Kind of, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's also a question of,
That would be low. Is that
Relatively,
low
no.
on the priority
Well,
list?
I mean, so I think the priority list is
No.
stop the vanishing.
Yeah. That's number 1.
Save Emilus. Because I think those are the 2 tasks we have right now.
Can we order the priorities as least pressing to the least pressing? So,
Stop
like,
the
number
vanishing.
1,
Okay,
Stop
so
the vanishing.
I don't think that stopping the vanishing is our number 1 priority.
I think it is.
I think that
Making the Demon Lord more powerful.
Get to the Moongate.
Stopping the vanishing. Was that what? Did I get that one right?
Helping
Making
Demon
the
Lord
Demon
stop
Lord-
vanishing.
Yeah, I think
so in reality,
It would help us stop the vanishing.
we do
from the cat.
we
man.
do need.
I'm
We don't need
sensing
Johnny for this.
sarcasm.
Like Wigbit did want to have a conversation with the Farron. Like
Yeah, we can still be in. I'm in character.
That's
Like,
a
I
lot.
want to know what our priorities
I can't remember what the Farron has shared with Wigbet and what he shared with Vale. Because Vale knows pretty much all of it, I think. Accurate?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if I know.
Well, Wigbet.
Talked a lot.
So yeah, I mean, and I agree, Farron. I think getting to the Moongate would be a priority, and getting information from Nagamine would be number 1 priority, and it would be. It seems to be the simplest right now
Right.
and the shortest. and ends to a mean, or means to an end, or however you say it.
Yay! Oh, eyes blink.
Well, and the point of doing that is so
I
we
see
can
head shape.
end the vanishing.
Hey, Johnny.
You're back.
Maybe. I don't know. I may go away
You'll be
again.
all right.
Yeah, no, you'll stay.
We've used this time wisely.
I'm
though.
confident.
Let's get through profit.
So Mike just laid out the things we're doing in priority order.
Yeah.
So, in my end of vanishing.
So yeah, MLS did not make the list.
MLS got
So
its
now I'm confused. So you don't want to save your
Yeah,
village?
it is a question of, do you save just a few or do you save many?
Have we finally converted the Farron to our side?
No.
Like, is he finally forgetting about his village and coming to our side and just
That's not what
straight up let's end the vanish?
So I think this is in reverse order.
Yeah.
So no, because and Peter said this at the monastery. The vanishing must be ended in order to stand against Franz or Blue.
Particular order. All right. Do question mark again.
As they're numbered. They are literally numbered.
Figure out how to get people stuff. Moonlight is magic.
I was gonna make my own list.
I love Seb's list. Yeah, very different.
We do have at least 3 unique lists right now.
Yeah. So I'm standing there and I'm just getting everybody's priority list. So I'm standing in the middle of the road and I'm asking everyone for their priority list.
3 and 4 go together. So
I mean, maybe.
Maybe. But yeah, so
Yeah. Seb doesn't know that though. Seb doesn't know that. He needs to know. He
So yeah,
needs to
Johnny,
understand.
Farron and Sev are going north just to check things out / maybe try to murder the army. I don't really know. And then the 3 of us and Nagamine are heading south. But no, yeah, Mike had said they're going to go and see what's up the street.
Well, I think the Farron's last question before Johnny left was, can I see what's going on now that
as I
he's,
said,
up there?
the edge of the map turns, so you can't the road turns. So the road actually is going kind of a northwesterly direction right now if you were to head down it, and it turns straight north around past the Moon Lady right here. So
But I think that's the goal, is to go check that out. Go up to the corner and see if they can see the fighting.
So actually, we're going with Seb's opposite priority list, which we're checking on the city's protection units first.
Yep.
All right. So Sev and Farron are going north, and everybody else is heading south. Okay. All right. So then we'll start with Sev and the Farron, because you will get to your. So when you get to essentially around the corner up here, so I mean a couple hundred feet up the road, and the street turns, you can see what is the end of what appeared to have been a fight, and you can see that. What's the best way to do this? The best way to do this, I guess, is so you can see those 2 figures that went straight north. I'll put them at the top here, even though they're dead. They are those 2 that had got burnt by the wall of fire. So they were already pretty hurt. They went around it and they kept running north. Well, you see that they are now on the ground, clearly dead, and standing over them are. Well, I guess there's 2 figures standing over them, and there's 1 figure standing back from them. The 2 figures are standing over them. One, you can see that, and we'll put her picture right here. There is a half-orc woman, if you look in the top left corner of your screen. She is as you can see there. I'm gonna switch to this other thing here real quick. I'm gonna go up here. Sorry. So this half-orc woman, she's got a spear and a shield, and she's standing over this figure, and she's like had just finished like stabbing him, and she's a little hurt. I mean, she's got like some cuts, and she's heavily tattooed, and she looks. I mean, she's kind of got like a rough visage to her. She's got like scars across her face, across her nose, so she's standing over that. There is another figure that looks not familiar. Actually, the Farron, you recognize Milan is standing there.
Oh, nice.
And Milan is, Seb doesn't know him, but he looks, I mean, he's wearing, he's wearing like robes, not even robes, more like a tunic. And he's got a blue crescent in his hair. Like his, you can see it clearly. Like there's like a blue crescent shape kind of in his hair, sort of parting his hair. And he's standing over her as well. It looks like they had him flanked, and so they're like, and then the third figure is back a little bit. He's got a long sword out, and he's got this bald figure, bearded figure. He's got a scar across his nose, across the ridge of his nose. He's got a long sword out, and he's standing like over the other figure, and so they're, that's what. So it looks like the combat has just ended, as y'all kind of come around and y'all are, able to see them. As they look up and see you, and of course their weapons raise when they see you, and they don't know who Sev is, and they don't seem to have any recognition of the Farron.
I wave to Milan.
There's like no visible reaction from them. Besides, they kind of cautious, and they're and the bald-headed figure cries out like, who are you? Are you with these bandits?
I say, I am the Farron, and we're fighting them down the road. Some got away. These two were burned by my fire. But there's others that are east and west of here.
So they like cautiously start to walk towards you. Their weapons are still out. Milan, of course, has no weapons, but you have a long sword and a spear, as I said. So they're doing that. They're walking, towards you. They say you were fighting them.
We did.
Step in front of the Baron.
Sev, it's fine. We're all on the same side here.
Are you sure?
I am sure.
They have their weapons out.
They just got done being attacked.
Are you sure they're not a threat?
Not to us, but to them.
And so as they get closer and they hear y'all talking, the bald-headed figure says, "We are only a threat to you if you are a threat to the city."
We stand for the city, and we stand against those that commit this vanishing. We stand against the army of Shar, and we stand against. The Therian says with difficulty. These creatures who are sent here by Lord Franz or Blue.
Lord Franz Arblue?
Blue. An ancient demon of great power.
This demon is responsible for this?
For these creatures, yes, but not for the army of Shar that is outside the city.
You'll make an insight check. Wow, how insightful is
Gets
this?
people.
Yeah, I understand.
Whoa, the insight.
I was programmed to understand
Hear
people.
our heartbeat.
Yes, I listened.
So your insight, just looking at them, the half-orc woman looks disinterested in this whole conversation. Like, she's standing there, like, with her spear out, and once it seems like there's not going to be a conversation, like, she lowers her weapons, and then she just starts to, like, clean the edge of her spear. But otherwise, she's looking around and she doesn't even seem interested in what y'all are saying at all. Milan is looking at the Farron very intently, and he goes down into this crouch, which former characters may remember, seems to be a thing he does a lot, but he kind of goes down into a crouch, and he's looking at Milan he's looking at the Farron very inquisitively, and he's doing this, and he's kind of like, doing the whole, like, rubbing his chin a little bit, and then he goes back and, like, he cracks his knuckles a couple times, and he's just, he doesn't seem to be caring as much about what people are saying, but his eyes are, like, all on the Farron as he's, like, just kind of peeling at. And then the bald-headed figure is sort of like in the middle of those. Like, he's interested in what has to be said, but at the same time, he's sort of glancing around, seems to be like looking out for anything else. He does not seem, obviously, to consider you to be a threat. You believe, because his longsword has come down, and so that's what you get from the inside of these three figures. And so the bald-headed figure says, you said you are the Farron?
I am the Farron, a collector here.
I think that we ran into each other somewhere along the way. Were you a companion of Rowan of the Southward?
I was.
Interesting.
Are you the one who ran the Adventurers Guild?
Ran and still run, yes. I am Eric and Vellers.
I remember us meeting. That was not so long ago, but it seems...
It's been a while. Is Roland with you at this time?
So, this is not known, and it needs to not be known in wider circles. But Rowan has fallen.
This is grave news indeed. And when you say that, Milan on his, sitting here, Roland of the Southward has fallen.
Milan says that?
Yeah.
He has. We have but one bone of his remains. He's gone. Ravia is gone. Selenar is gone.
Emilio gets that inquisitive look again as you say that, and he is really focusing on what you're saying, but he's kind of there. And Eric says, Selenar has fallen as well.
Yes.
That's a shame. Always liked him. He was good for a drink. So what are you? And he kind of looks at what are you here?
When he looks up, then the Farron looks up also.
Says, what are you doing out here on this night? Should be sheltering somewhere.
There's no shelter. There's no shelter from what attacks us.
So you still seek what plagues us?
Yes. I seek that, and I've gained knowledge that had been lost from that. I have gained my memories.
This is good. Permanently?
I don't believe that anything is permanent with this affliction upon us. But for the moment, then I know what I've lost, and I know what I've forgotten. I've communicated that somewhat to others. But right now, there's some more of these creatures that are not far from here. They need to be dealt with, and unfortunately, we cannot right now. We must finish escorting a minion of Shar to the Moongate.
Which creatures do you speak of?
These two that you put down.
Oh, these two?
Mm-hmm.
And the half-orc woman is kind of going over, and she's like taking her spear, and she's kind of like just flipping them over, and
have they not looked at them closely up to this point?
No, like you think you came around the corner just as they had like finished off the battle, so they haven't even they haven't looked at them at all.
Okay.
So yeah, she like flips them over, and they don't look like creatures to me, and just look like what is that? It's like a half elf and a man.
So they've summoned through a portal by one of the clerics, one of the followers of Lord Franz or Blue. They're not Char's army.
I do not know who this Friends are Blue.
He is not known here yet. And I think that he would prefer to not be known and be able to attack without being known. And so we must not give him that luxury. He is a deception.
These are his people?
Yes. And there's others around that were sent out in that warband that attacked us.
So there's other disease loose in the city, is what you're saying?
Yes.
And Eric looks back at the other two and says, "Looks like we're gonna not get any rest tonight."
No, this hunt is yours, and we will join battle when we're able.
Flashback. Wigbit did mention really wanting to find Milan.
Oh. I say to Milan.
I don't even know if Wigbit's met Milan.
You have.
Okay.
It was not a long encounter, but you did meet him.
I just thought that was yeah.
All right, so Wigbit would like to speak with you, Milan, but I appreciate that you would not want to be seen by anyone.
Come on. Is it a -1? Oh, he's going nuts.
Uh-oh.
He's losing it a little bit.
He's an original character. He's been rolling these for a while.
Yeah.
He kind of this Wigbit. I know him.
Do you know me?
I feel like I should, but I do not. Eric in here has told me much of that I've forgotten over just the last week.
Never mind. He doesn't sound very useful.
And I feel and I feel like that there is more there, but
There's much more. Do you know why you've been staying hidden?
I've not been hidden. I just choose to remain to myself.
I see. You may be the last part of the conduit that they search for. There may be some very bad people after you. Followers of Shar, followers of Lord Franz as well, perhaps.
I know not of what you speak of a conduit or this Franz or Shar.
The conduit and Shar are things that Wigbit would like to speak to you about. Lord Franz is another matter, and I don't think that he is searching for conduits. I don't think that he needs them the same way that Shar's cultists do. But they may need you in the most nefarious way.
And he sits quietly for a moment, and by the time you see the half-orc woman, she like grabs the body by the arm and she like drags him across the road, and she like holds his arm up, just of the half-elf, and like holds it up to you and says, "What do you make of this?" And there's a tattoo clearly engraved like into his arm, and it's a battle axe clearly on his arm, but the haft of the battle axe is like orange and black colors, and it seems that as you look at it, like there's like a claw that's like gripped it from the bottom.
A claw holding a battle axe that's orange and black.
Yep.
See, that's him. It's not. It's the Molly Diaz.
Oh, the
Who's
sky,
that?
the sky shadow.
Yes. Molly
Yes.
Diaz is a follower of Lord Franz and seems to serve his will. This symbol is how you know that they're not a follower of Shar.
And the half-orc woman says, "So it's this Molly is a tiger? I can kill a tiger. They're not hard. Used to kill them all the time." Soleus.
It's a tiger the way that a dragon is a lizard.
Oh,
No,
he shrugs and just drops the arm.
it's much more than that. I have a growing suspicion that the Mala Diaz in its own right is a terrible power. My
Eric says,
research on that subject is limited.
Eric says, Well, I'm not sure of what we can do about a demonic power as you speak of, but as
The warband you can kill.
Yes, we will fight to defend the city. And he looks at the half orc, and she like shrugs her shoulders, like, oh, okay. And then he says, "Yeah, we will fight to defend the city." And then he glances back at Milan, who's still crouched, and Milan says, "Yes, we will continue to defend the city because we will." And like Erican sort of raises an eyebrow at him, like, And you don't really need an insight check. Like, he's kind of like, interesting. And then he turns back to you and says, do you have other companions with you?
They're headed toward the Moongate, and we must catch up with them.
Including this Wigbit you speak of?
Wigbit is with them, yes.
Well, I would say you'll know where to find us, but I'm not sure you will know where to find us.
We will be either at the Moongate or the Citadel.
All right. We will.
Maybe easier to find out.
No idea where we'll be.
I thought we were going outside the gate. Not
Definitely
anymore.
The Citadel will be a way to find out where we will be.
Yes, ask Ephelis. Or Bran.
That makes it sound like a big deal.
Or the king. You didn't mention the king.
Oh, they just talk. They sit around and talk. I don't know. They don't actually do anything.
Erican, well, when you say Ephelis, Erican like raised an eyebrow, like, Ephelis has returned? I'd heard he was missing.
No, he's in the Citadel, or going to hide somewhere in the Citadel.
Has he not been hiding for the last month?
No, he's been fighting through the Underdark, destroying a Lithid with some others.
And this has helped our cause how?
They thought that they had a lead on on the source of the Vanishing.
They thought they had a lead.
No, it was the Lithid Rising. It was part of the prophecy. The Lithid Rising has been crushed.
Okay.
Join us at the Citadel and gain knowledge. But here is not the time for discussion. I will welcome you there.
Or at the Moongate.
This is true.
Maybe.
This is true. There are others of these, apparently, you say, that have crept into the city.
Yes.
And he looks at Milan and he looks at that fork and like nods his head to him, and they like stand up, and it's like, we have work to do.
Oh, and I don't completely understand yet how it works, but if you decide to take their stuff, I won't tell anyone.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
We have to go to the Moongate now.
Seth, how tall are you?
How tall am I? Let me see. I am. Thought I wrote that down in here. Wait a minute. That's in this thing, right? Where is that? I know I'm like over 6 feet. I'm tall. I'm
Okay.
like 6'3" or 6'4",
Did I write that down?
something like that.
Okay. So as you say the last thing, the half-orc woman like comes over to you, and she's like, y'all are like eyeball to eyeball.
Yeah.
And she's looking at you, and she goes, this one's strange.
He's constructed.
okay?
He is not born.
Can you fight?
He fights well.
I protect those who need protecting.
For free? And when she says that, like Erican like rolls his eyes.
If they ask it of me, yes. Free?
You sound like those two. Well, if your friends all get killed, come join us.
I will.
All right. She walks back over towards Erican and she stands aside and goes, "I like that one. We'll take him, or we'll take them. I don't know about the other one. He seems strange." And like you look like she's trying to whisper, but she just doesn't seem to know how.
Perfect.
I think we'd get along well.
So they say, all right, and so they say, Erican says, "Do you have any leads on which direction any of these creatures went?"
That way, and some went that way. I think, what was it? Two one way, two the other way.
Yeah, I think it was like
Yes, a pair went that way, and a pair went that way.
East, west, north. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, so there's 4 left in the city.
It says, and he turns around to them too, and he's like, "So we should." And he points towards west. He said, "Let's go that way first, because that's closer to the citadel, which I'd imagine they're probably here for something involved with that." And so they move off into the night in that direction.
And then we'll turn
Sorry.
around and hurry back.
Okay.
How much do you weigh, Farron?
I mean, the Farron is not a big guy.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Yeah.
We will travel faster if I carry you.
I don't want to get carried.
We need to catch up with our friends.
I love it.
Can you like transform into a car that he can sit in?
What?
Are you turn
Wheels,
really
4 wheels pop out. It is a
Can I
fact.
get a chariot hooked up to Sev?
Can you get
And
what?
just like rolls around the Farron?
Can you get what hooked up?
A chariot.
I mean, if you have one.
Yeah.
Riding through Imolis in a chariot, pulled by Seb.
Yes.
All right. So the other.
I move more quickly than you do.
You do.
It's true.
However, it would be
You know
comfortable.
why? Because he's a monk.
I'm not a monk. I'm a robot.
Right. Sorry.
I have good gears and stuff.
He's a fast-moving robot. You're right.
Droid.
So
Yeah.
the other 3 plus Nagamine head towards Moongate, and obviously going to get there before the other 2.
But we're moving fast.
You are moving fast, yeah, but you did
Maybe.
have a conversation, and they were, unless they were waiting for you, which it didn't sound like they were.
No.
Yeah, but you are not accosted anymore as you move down towards Moongate. And like I said, you weren't actually that far from it. So you passed by the Arcane Association, the Wizard's Tower, and Moongate is like essentially on the other side of that. So once you get past that block, you're at the Moongate. And so you've made it to the Moongate.
All right.
Now what?
We marched the follower of Shar directly into it.
All right.
Yeah. Time to mess around.
That's what the Moon Maiden said we should do. Bring her there.
Yeah, and when you get her in front of it and she sees it, she starts to struggle more.
Gus then.
Yeah, I mean, it's a visible effort. I mean, she definitely is struggling, and she does not want to go in. And even those of you that have detected a reluctance on her part, this actually seems real. Like she doesn't want to go in there. But y'all manhandler into the cat handler into the frog handler or
Frog
turtle
turtle.
handler. I don't know.
The anthropomorph squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Get her
Pretty much.
into the outer into the Moongate, and of course the acolytes see you, and as soon as an acolyte sees you, one of them like dashes off, and the same acolyte who had helped you before comes back, and he stands there. He doesn't say anything. He just stands there, and just got his hands down. He just seems to be waiting.
Is there somewhere we are supposed to take her, or is that?
No, you are good here. You are good here. Just stay right here.
Are these the same people that we
Yeah.
saw
So
before?
this guy is
So they've just been waiting for us.
So
I mean, it hadn't really been all that long.
So the robot guy will be back, and I'm sure he'll have some good questions for you. So be ready. Meanwhile, we just got this chick here, and I kind of like hold her out in front of me.
And he kind of sneers at her.
As he does that, I kind of pull her close to me and sniff her a little bit. She's not that bad.
And we wait for the Moon Maiden.
All right. And so eventually she emerges. She kind of proceeds out, and she sees the three of you with her, and she says, so hang on. Oh, okay, that's what she said. All right. Yeah. So this is the one that you speak of.
Indeed.
And she kind of points behind her and says, take her that way and follow me. And so she turns around and the acolyte is standing there, kind of looks and he as y'all walk, he follows you down there. So you go back to a back chamber, not her chamber, it's in another chamber, and you go in and so she says, and so you wish me to remove this affliction upon her.
That's so that she can help us.
She seems to have some information on this vanishing that me and my new friends are trying to figure out. And if you could help get any information out of her, we would much appreciate it.
And if I remove this affliction, this agent of Shar will just cough up the information you speak of out of her goodwill. And
if you're as powerful as you think you are, then yeah, she should.
We may very well find out. That is up to you, Stan.
I suspect she may be afraid of the things she and her friends have done.
We shall
I
see.
still think he's afraid of Shar.
Mistress
And what
of
Shar will
Spirits.
do to her.
So she goes over and she casts something, and I don't know how long it takes. I don't think it takes more than a round. How long does it take?
I don't know.
But remove affliction? No,
So like a round? Or is it a
That would be
minute?
an action.
Is it an hour?
what is she casting?
It is instantaneous. Okay, yeah. So she casts a spell. And when she does it, it gets darker for a moment, and then the moonlight kind of comes in through the window again, and she says, "It is done, as you asked.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And then she turns her attention back to Nagamine, and she just reaches up and she like snatches the gag off her mouth and says, "Speak." And Nagamine's like, So, what assurances do I have that when I do speak, you won't just kill me for being as you said?
So you can remember everything that's happened up to this point, then?
I can remember, yes. And I think I can even tell you about them without anything bad happening.
We could tell your apprehension.
I can promise you, if you help us, then you will be redeemed in my eyes.
And you see the Moon Maiden roll her eyes when you say that.
His redemption means a lot.
She says, well, all right. So what is it that you wish to know? What can I repay this debt?
What is it you wanted to tell us, but were unable to?
Well, you speak of vanishing like it's a thing you can cure. Like I keep hearing the one with the crazy eyes. Like he like talks about it and like
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't really know what you're dealing with.
Do you?
That's where you come in. We're hoping you would shed some light on this vanishing and help us to try to
together.
At least, get us some more answers.
It's an affliction. It's a disease without a vaccine. It's a disease without a cure. It's a what do I don't. You were trying to stop something that you have no comprehension of its power.
Yes.
Is it like the diabetes?
What is the source? Has it been your work?
The source is the Mistress of Night.
So if we defeat the Mistress of Night, then it won't happen anymore.
Well, I
Where is she? We could take her out. Yeah, Gus has no idea of God. He's just like lions, tigers, and bears. I can beat anything.
And I mean, I also heard of the Farron, is that what you call him?
Yes.
He's talking about giving up the statue. That's what he keeps saying.
Well, he changed his priorities. He's on our side now.
Yeah,
he believes that he doesn't have to do that.
Require the statue?
If he gives up the statue, then you're all dead. Like everybody's dead, not just us. Everybody.
We understand.
That is Char's will.
Well, that's why we're looking for it. Well, we're. That's why we were looking for it. That's why Vanishing is looking for it.
Who?
Vanishing.
Do I know Vanishing?
Bless you.
Who is this Vanishing?
Kazoo type.
But you really have no idea what you're up against, do you?
Well, then tell us.
He's the half elf. He's the one who's trying to, big explosion, the brain in the middle of the city, and
yeah, we know what you're talking about.
He has not been the kindest to tell us his name before.
So is this the guy that told you guys to meet him in the graveyard to give him the statue?
Yeah, we're supposed to be there right now.
Yeah,
I would not do that. That seems a bad idea. I would not do that because he'll kill you after he takes it from you.
Yes.
We assumed as much.
Yeah.
So you were a part of an organization that was working for him, with him?
Well, I served her. I guess technically I still do.
So as did he.
No, I don't serve her anymore. She like raises her hand and said, the Moon Maiden.
What about the army outside the city? Where did that come from? Is that part of this?
I don't know where they came from. I don't know who they are.
So you and this half elf are both working for the Lady Shar.
Well, I mean, she's a goddess. We serve her. Like, and she points at the Moon Maiden. Like she serves. Yeah.
Okay, we understand.
Do you?
Yeah. This lady doesn't serve Shar, but you do. We got it. Yeah, it's all good.
Putting the pieces together now.
So,
Can you just let us know when we get there?
yeah, I will. So, but yeah, the vanishing, as you call it, is it's not like she cares who's afflicted by it. You could be afflicted by it. She points at Vil. She points at Wigbit. You could be afflicted by it.
So does her power?
I could be afflicted by it.
Her power to give this affliction to people, is it just at will, or is it something that she can't really control?
I don't. She's a goddess. I don't know how she does things. You have to ask her.
Okay, can you take us to her?
Whoa, I thought she's in the Astral Sea.
Oh man,
Did we not discuss this, Gus? That
yeah, you told me.
an option.
Yeah, this sea that you can't like just get a boat and sail.
No, it's a different thing entirely. And gods are
Pretty powerful, yeah, right?
yeah.
Well, we got a robot, man.
Is that what you call that?
Yeah, he's a robot. I think.
I don't know what we got, Gus. We got this prophecy. We got pieces of information. We've got a dragon head statue. We don't know what it does.
So it sounds like this young woman's telling us that we have the vanishing and there's no cure, but we can possibly stop it if we find this astral sea and this Shar. But you're telling me that there's no way we can do that.
That's right. That's what I've been telling you. Yes.
So we just
I'm
give
trying to
up
help
now?
you. Like, stop facing off against Vanishing. Just go live out the rest of your life somewhere where when you forget the rest of your life, it won't matter. And then
How did the vanishing start?
how does it start?
How did it start?
I'm not a historian. I don't know that. And when she said that, the Moon Maiden, Kaylin, she looks at you, Vale, and says, "When you interrupted me earlier this night, I was trying to figure that out. Would you like to know what I have discovered so far?"
Please, we are here for information.
I suppose, since you are going to do a favor for me, I can at least tell you what I have discovered.
Oh, yeah, I forgot we promised another favor.
I forgot that we had said that also.
We promised the king something, I think. We promised the moon maiden something. I thought we
said we'd do something. It doesn't mean we're going to do it.
Exactly. You guys said that you were taking a statue to a night elf, and you didn't do that.
Right. Like, there's a bunch of things we've said we're going to do, we never are going to do. It's fine.
Yep. We'll definitely bring that body back. Don't worry.
And so she says, this may take a few minutes. Have a seat.
I'll start a short rest.
Okay. Yeah. And so she says, and so she starts to talk about the vanishing. And first she's talking about it in kind of general terms. stuff you like. You know what it is. It afflicts the mind, makes people forget. You know, those kind of things. So as she's talking, Sev and the Farron, you arrive at the temple. Sev carrying the Farron. Is that a thing that's actually happening?
No.
What? Oh well. Look, we gotta go back then. If he refused, I was going to try to make it happen.
He's like Luke. He's like Luke with Yoda on his back.
Like, get on. No,
Right.
get on, buddy. We're going. We don't have time to waste. You're too slow.
So does the Farron.
Back.
I can try to grapple you if you'd like.
I don't want that to happen.
I mean,
You
if
can
you're not getting on, I'm gonna try and grapple you on.
Why does everything have to be a scene? All right.
Like we're in a hurry. All I know is I'm faster than you are.
You are. You are faster than me.
Oh, it didn't grapple very well though.
Oh,
So what do I have to roll to get out of this?
Athletics or
Dex.
or acrobatics. Yeah. Ooh, look at that.
all right. Then, are you leaving? Because I'm gonna keep trying.
So
Not part of what needs to happen right now. We just need to hurry back, and you're not carrying me.
But we'll be faster if I do.
The difference is trivial. Let's go.
It is not trivial.
It is calculable.
Yeah, I can tell you how much faster we will get there.
They're capable. We don't hear battle up ahead.
Trying to grab him again.
oh, so close.
Aaron, just drop a fireball on him already. Come on.
All right. Oh, good. Excellent. Let's go. Whee! Now we're going 90 feet around.
No, you aren't.
Yeah.
You're going 45 feet around because you're grappling him, which means it's forced movement.
Well,
Which is
45 is
lower.
still faster
Which is
than-
75% the speed you would be going if he was walking.
Oh.
but I'm
Math
still,
wins.
but I'm still
Math
going,
wins.
but I'm still going faster. I think, right?
No.
Yeah, you're going to be moving 45 total.
Could be double move, it'd be 60.
Yeah, because you can bonus action
double
dash.
Yeah, if you had the bonus action dash.
Yeah.
Then, do you?
All right. That's the what's that?
Or is it regular action dash?
Bonus action dash.
Okay. Oh, well, is that spending the key
But that's
points?
spend a key point, so
A lot of key points.
it
I
is.
mean, spend them every round.
I'll
Just
run out before
transform
we get
into
there.
a car.
I'm trying. I didn't learn that yet. That's the next level. That's the next level.
That's level 10.
Yeah.
That's when they really get broken.
You're
I
the
mean,
worst.
so if he went along with it, then I wouldn't be force moving him.
True.
Right, but he's not going along with it.
Stop struggling. We'll be so much faster if you don't struggle.
Actually, on that 19,
You're making it more
here's
difficult.
what's going to happen.
Do what?
On the 19,
Yeah.
the 19 turned into a 27. And you keep on walking.
Okay.
There we go.
Then I'm going to run circles around you the whole way there. Circles. We could be going so much faster if you would just let me carry you. We could be going so much, and I'm just running big circles all around the fair.
I wish I was there. I'd wild shape into a giant eagle and pick him up.
I'm not leaving because I have to protect you, but this is frustratingly slow.
So the Farron and Sev progress down the street.
It looks like the Shriners in their little go karts.
Yeah.
Thankfully nobody's watching right now, but if anybody was looking out right now, they would be like, what is going on here? These are definitely the end times.
The Farron's wondering, why is this happening? Why does everything bad have to happen to him all the time?
So y'all arrive at the temple.
Are you wishing you had Wigbit sent with you instead?
What's that?
Were you wishing Wigbit was sent with you instead?
Yes.
That's a win for Wigbit.
And they see you when you arrive, frustrated, and they show you back to where the others are. And as you come in, the Moon Maiden, Kaylin, is talking about the Vanishing. And just as you walk in, she says, "This is not the first time the Mistress of Night has attempted to blanket the world in forgetfulness. She has been trying for millennia, and only recently in some terminology, has she discovered a means to do so. She once aspired to do this during the end of the last age, during this war of tyrants, as they once called it, but she was not successful in that there were other forces at play. And so she also noticed that there were things that were limiting what she wanted to do. She has other allies, the Mistress of Poison and Disease, Talona, and when she says that, she looks at the Farron, who would spread disease and illness through more, what's the word I'm looking for? Regular means. Conventional means, thank you. But besides a few villages that were infected with this disease, she was not successful. And it was only when the Mistress of Night found this creature in the Underdark, and she looks at Wigbit at that point, that she was able to find a conduit that she could use to pour her dark energies through.
The brain?
Yes, the brain.
Well, that's great.
Now, what'd you say?
Well, that's great news. We dealt with that.
I believe you did, in some ways, deal with it, but I don't think anything has changed.
The damage is already done.
You need a way to undo the damage?
Well, and you said that she's been trying this for a long time,
Yes.
and therefore she has been thwarted before.
Yes,
Then we should just have to thwart her again.
it is within your power.
Who did it the first time and how'd they do it?
That is not known to me.
And it may be different from what she tried last time.
I know that Vanishing, when she looks at Nagamine, he is quite powerful. He is what some would call an escort. I'm saying that right. He is channeling power from her through his mortal means. So I would be cautious in your interactions with him. You may believe that you can destroy him or her, and she looks at Gus. I do not think you have the means to do either, at least at this moment. The dragon head statue that you speak of, it must be something about it that is limiting what the Vanishing is doing. And I believe if you were to give that up, there would be no protection from the Vanishing.
So the dragon-headed statue is thwarting the Vanishing somehow?
In some way, yes.
Is it the prism? So the prism explodes and darkness washes over? Darkness covers everything?
This sounds terrible, but I do not know of what you speak.
Oh, it's part of the prophecy. And what about the woman with the battle axe? Do we know who that is? And I'm looking at I can't remember her name.
Nagamine?
Nagamine.
No.
The hand missing two fingers? Is that the same person? Did we decide?
That was not Minori.
Chamali.
No.
Okay.
That was your assumption, yeah.
And the towers, are those... Do we know if those are Shar's towers from the prophecy? Does she have two towers? Or I guess there may be more. I guess I assumed there were two.
Wait, can we back up for a second? The army that's currently encircling the city is not from Shar?
Not that she knows of.
Yeah, that's what she said. She said it.
This is
No.
So Nagamine said she didn't know. And Kaylin doesn't have any response to that question.
we saw a tattoo on some that escaped from the warband. The tattoo was a battle axe with a was it red and
Orange and black.
orange and black haft being held by a black skilled hand.
It was a scaled hand? I thought it was the tiger hand.
They called it the tiger.
Oh, it was a tiger hand?
That's what the half-orc said, yeah.
Okay.
It looked like a claw. I mean, it's just, it's kind of hard to tell. But
Right.
it was orange. It was orange and black.
Well, I've seen vision of that. Farron, what did you say about this tiger? I mean, he's in the prophecy too. The tiger laughs.
The tiger is the Moonlight. It's a creature of great power in its own right.
Wait, you mean the shadow thing?
Yes.
You're talking about that's the tiger?
That's the tiger, the creature who was in the middle of the warband. The one who cursed me.
Wait, what?
The one who cast a spell on me during that battle.
During what? You're talking about the
battle in the street.
emaciated person with the arm on their shoulder?
Yes.
Wait, who is that?
It is the Moonlight.
I thought the Moonlight was the tiger.
It is, but I think that he doesn't have to appear that way.
And the shadow?
The shadow and aspect.
I mean, the
thing
prophecy
that-
suggests that that's tied together with the vanishing. The darkness covers everything. The tiger laughs. The battle axe cracks. The purple ring pulsates. Ruin and destruction.
It's not the same, though, because he has no interest in the vanishing.
But it's in the prophecy.
Look, it's in the book, man. I don't know.
Document. Don't tell me.
It's written down.
He doesn't care about the vanishing.
Well, he is laughing, so.
And he has no great interest in... He was annoyed that I was affected by the vanishing. He finds an inconvenience, a nuisance.
So your situation's part of this prophecy too, is what you're telling me? It's not just vanishing, it's this Male Diaz and Demon Lord.
Yeah, we can't stand against either, though.
Well, we're gonna have to figure it out.
We need to gain our own power, I suppose.
So if we were to get all of these dragon-headed statues and the prism together, could we not be as powerful as this Shar and just punch her in the face?
I think it'll take more than magic items to allow us to stand against a true god.
I'm starting to understand that. Everybody seems to think that fighting this Shar is not happening, but we can still do something about the Vanishing, can't we?
We can isolate it, we can seal it, we can
protect
At least keep it from spreading, right?
we can
by staying
protect the
6 feet apart.
statues.
Nagamine. Oh, sorry, Drew, go ahead.
Well, did we stop the spread, or have there been more cases in the recent days? I thought we heard there were more recent cases.
Y'all have been back for like 4 hours.
Okay, all right.
So yeah,
too soon,
y'all haven't,
too soon to
y'all
tell.
haven't actually asked those questions yet.
Okay.
I think
The Farron and Vale know from, but I mean, granted, this was
2 weeks
a
ago.
month ago, 2 to 3 weeks ago, that there were a lot of vanishings within the last, within that time period, like the month before they left the city, which was 2 or 3 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
But you all mentioned dealing with a brain that had something to do with the Vanishing, so maybe that slowed the spread a little bit?
That may have stopped the spread, if that's how this.
But we have no way of knowing right now. Only time will tell.
Yes.
True.
Nagamine, what else seems to be important for
Y'all notice she had kind of like slink back into a corner.
Yeah.
You know, and was trying to make herself as invisible as she could. And when you said that,
what else is important to this half elf? I forget his name already because I'm Sufyan, so I don't remember names. But Vale will remember.
Vanshnis. Good old German name. Vanshnis.
What else is important to Vanishing and to Shard to make this happen? Besides the Dragonhead statues, is there a place of power? Is there a place where these people are being consolidated, or something else they are searching for?
Well, when he came to our group, the other two that y'all killed, when he met with us, he said that we had to find the statue, and we were a little confused. And listening to you guys talk, I'm still confused because, like, I thought it had been found like a month ago or whatever. Like, I thought that he had found the statue that he wanted, but then he came to us and said we had to be on the lookout for it, and we were going to ask again, but we figured that was a bad idea, so we just decided we would keep an eye out for it. So I'm a little confused about what y'all are talking about, because and when y'all mentioned the statue, I really probably shouldn't talk about those things in the open like y'all do so much. But when y'all mentioned the statue, and I overheard you talking about it, I was a little confused because, like, it had already been found, and yet I was told I had to find it again. And then
there is more than one.
There are 3.
Well, shit.
Yes.
That's
Exactly.
problematic.
And why is that
Okay.
problematic?
Well, just because it's problematic that there's more than one of these things that are protecting the world.
I think you're mistaken. It's a good thing.
Okay.
Getting yourself.
All right.
I mean, you don't want the world destroyed, I assume. That's maybe the problem you had with this in the first place.
I mean, I just don't want to forget everything.
Right. And so the statues are the one thing that's keeping you from forgetting everything.
Okay, if you say so.
That's best we can figure out at the moment, that and stopping this brain that was spreading the...
Right. So,
Is there a temple or something where or people meet. Some
No,
virgins.
well, that wouldn't do very well to have a temple operating in an open place.
What? No.
You really don't know anything about deities, do you?
Not open. As I understand from Wigbit, Vector's followers decided to consolidate some of their people, and that went poorly. So I'm wondering if perhaps Shar has followers hidden away somewhere together.
Oh, there's agents in this city. I mean, I'm assuming the ones who had first ambushed us were also her agents. But when we were receiving messages, we did have a location that we had to go to.
Now that would be quite helpful.
It would, yes.
Would you be willing to share that with us?
Would you be willing to let me go?
Yes, we will. I will personally escort you to safety.
You don't need to escort me. You could just let me leave, and I'll find my own way.
I think we have already seen that there are some trying to kill you, so I would feel better making sure that you get somewhere safe.
Well, how do we know she's giving us information that's true if she just gives it to us and then we let her go?
We do not.
We trust her?
We have to at least take her word and then decide what to do with it after.
And I owe it to you. You did get rid of this thing that was affecting me.
How was that? How did that come to be, by the way?
Well, we willingly took the oath.
So
At the
after
time-
this, then you started having this geese over you.
Sure. If that's what it called, yeah. Yes. It was part of our, don't know what the word, initiation. Is that the right word? I don't know. It was part of our swearing in that we would not, well, anyway, you understand.
So did that protect you from the vanishing?
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you, is that it doesn't protect anyone from the vanishing.
So there were a group of people that were caught early on in all of this, when we had first gotten to Emlist, and we had still didn't have much in the way of our memories, but those that were captured were certain that they could not get the vanishing. They were immune to it. They could not be afflicted with this.
Well, they were wrong. They were sold a bunch of lies, and clearly they just benefited from whatever was protecting everyone from the vanishing occurring. This statue you speak of, or all the statues, apparently.
So even followers of Shar herself were affected by the vanishing.
Yes, this is what I'm trying to say.
This location where you were supposed to meet, where was it? Or is it?
It's in the city.
Please elaborate.
I will, as soon as I have assurances that you'll let me go of my own volition.
I have already sworn.
I know you have.
One more question before we wrap things up. So Vanishing's, he's kind of running things. Is there anybody else? Any other organization? I mean, second in command.
I once saw this. There was this figure in plate mail. He was wearing plate mail, and he had those emblems all over his plate mail, and he didn't really actually say anything, but he was there, and he looked terrible and frightening. Like I was literally frightened of him. So watch out for him.
He the one who wears it? What's that?
Wigbit, you're the only one that saw him, right?
I try to remember. Is he this the one who wears it sideways?
No.
No. This is the full plate monk. who we ran into in
The Underdark. And,
Angus?
no
and Angrist.
in Angus.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, almost the Underdark. Angrist. Yeah.
What?
I mean, unless there's another full-plated figure.
What? Yeah. What was his name?
I didn't ask.
I think I may have seen him.
You saw him?
Yeah. In the Dwarven City.
And you're alive.
I mean, I was with an army, and he was mostly alone. Is that true?
Well, at the time, it was just the
4, 5.
four of you, and then Ephelis and Oma, and
Okay. The army had
couple gnomes, but yeah,
a
it's
bad-
kind of an army. It's an army of 8, I guess. But yeah.
Little squad.
Yeah, it felt like an army.
The army showed up shortly thereafter, right? Didn't they? Like, I don't remember when
Y'all
we
found them
found
a
them.
little bit later on.
All right.
So Nagamine, to assure that this vanishing is not spreading, and we're doing our best to keep it at bay to the best of our ability, would you suggest that we go to this place where you were meeting in town and look further for information?
I mean, I'm not suggesting anything, but
Who are you to meet there?
say again.
Who are you to meet there?
Well, so we would receive an encoded message, and then we would meet there. And so, for example, the message about keeping an eye out for it they kept saying, the statue, was like we met directly with Vanishing there.
This Vanishing is not as powerful as Shar? Because she's a god, and since we can't beat her, can we at least deal with Vachnis?
Not now. We're not powerful enough to fight an exarch of Shar.
It seems he draws his power from her, so apparently quite
No,
powerful.
way more directly than Clark.
I understand.
The location, please.
And we won't hurt you.
We won't hurt you regardless. You have our
And you'll let me go,
Yeah, and we'll let you go.
like, as soon as I tell you, not like later on. Like, I've done one of these contracts before, and that's why I'm here right now. So I would kind of like to make sure we flesh out all the wording of this.
Well, unless we have any other questions.
Right. So why don't you go ahead and ask any of your other questions, and then I'll tell you where, and then I can be on my way. And I'll just can not tell anyone that you 5 are out to save the world.
Does Shar have robots like him working for her?
I don't know what you mean.
I kind of look over at Seb and I'm like, "You're in the clear, dude. She's not going to try to get you."
So we have an agreement. She looks at the Moon Maiden and kind of, the Moon Maiden's just standing there. We have an agreement.
Are there any other towers other than the towers we know Shar resides in the Astral Sea?
Never been.
But do you know of any towers?
Well, I mean, you got the big tower there in the middle of the city.
Her towers crashing down? Channeling
So that would not be good if those towers came crashing down. So
That might be something we can do.
Can't kill the god, but kill her home, destroy her home.
Not now, but
then there's the part of, is that what's supposed to happen? Because right after it says, her towers channeling darkness, making the world forget.
well, if her towers are destroyed, then they can't very well channel darkness, can they?
Well, it's saying it in one sentence. Here, look, no period, just a comma. I think that's comma.
Wigrid pulls out papers and starts to look. It says right here.
Darkness, comma, making the world forget. I don't know if that's always an action. I don't know.
So we have an accord.
We do.
I'm okay with this deal. I won't hurt you if you leave.
All right. Anybody else not going to hurt me when I try to leave?
Sev.
Well, I mean, as long as you're just leaving.
I'm going to walk right out the doors and never come here again.
Fine
So you
with me.
have no knowledge of this army that surrounds the city.
I do not. I still don't. Even when you asked me 10 minutes ago, I still.
Just the army. If the army is not from Shar, the alternative is worse.
Well, why don't you go ask? Y'all are all talking about go kill gods and stuff. Just walk up there and ask an army.
No one's talking about killing gods but Gus.
There are worse things than this army being from Shar.
Yeah, there are.
I understand.
You get the sayings now.
Starting to understand.
All right. So the location.
I don't know. I'm still not convinced that at least one of you won't try to kill me when I walk out of here.
We could just kill you now if you prefer, if you're not going to tell us.
I'm not sure, despite who I am, the Moon Maiden would like a ritual killing in her church.
There will be no ritual.
Yeah. But somehow when it got out that in the Church of Saloon, a Shar agent was killed,
There will be
somehow that would be spun very well. And the Moon Maiden nods her head and says, it may not be the most wise thing.
We won't hurt you. We'll let you go.
We have all said this. And I said that we'll escort you to safety.
Some of you said
I cannot give you any better assurances.
right. You were fine.
Sev, are you going to hurt her when she goes?
Not as long as she doesn't attack anyone.
The Farron, are you going to hurt her?
I've already said as much.
I put my hands up and I'm like, I'm not going to hurt her.
Is that sufficient?
Probably not, but she says there's an inn in the South Ward. It's called Ribbons.
Oh,
Heard of that?
No, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, you might have, but
I mean, well, the humans in this, the players.
the players have heard of that. Yes.
the Farron's been there, hasn't he?
Actually, yes. I do believe the Farron did go there.
There, no,
That's
is that
right. Wigbit was not there. No, this was the original. It was a long time.
Yeah, we went there pretty early on.
Yeah, Rowan loved the place.
Yeah.
It's called Rivens, and it was there that we were meeting.
Let me ask you before you leave.
Oh God!
Will you leave the city?
I haven't decided yet. I was gonna go find somewhere first, and she looks at herself, rest, and then see what the general attitude was. But I was planning on trying to get as far away from here as I could. Not that if Vanishing is looking for me, he won't be able to find me. But
hopefully you're beyond his notice or below his notice.
Below, yes.
Flying under his radar.
Unless he feels like I've betrayed him in some way.
Is Vanishing powerful enough to see you?
You really don't understand gods and goddesses and exarchs, do you?
I just know my spear has stuck itself through many things.
Vale will go to the door and open it up and step outside and hold it open for her.
She'll slink that way.
I will see you out.
All right. She'll start walking that way.
Vale will walk beside her.
Okay. Do you let her go all the way out?
I'm just going with it. I'm not
Okay.
doing anything.
Okay.
I just kind of turn around and walk the other way.
Yeah, she'll get, once she gets to the, back to the entrance, so we're good, right?
Yes, I said I would take you to safety.
I don't need you to, I'm good.
Oh, you are quite hurt.
I will go find somewhere to lay low.
Lead the way.
You have other business about.
Oh, currently my business is my word to protect you.
It's almost dawn, friend.
Yes, so we should hurry.
So you're going to have bigger fish to fry.
I will indeed. After I see you to safety.
If this is how you wish to choose to spend the rest of your morning, but all I'm going to do is find somewhere to lay down. I can barely walk as it is.
Perfect, then I would help you.
All right.
Yep.
She starts to walk.
I'll follow her. We'll follow beside her.
Okay, follow beside her. What's everybody else doing?
Go ahead.
Well, as I see that they're leaving, and I realize I don't want to hang out in this place anymore, I kind of just keep my distance, but I kind of follow behind Vale.
I'll look at the Moon Maiden and just wait for her to say something.
Get out.
Well,
You know she's gonna and I turn around and I'm like, by the way, guys, we still owe her a favor. I don't know where we need to get this body, but
this is
we do
true.
owe her a favor.
Now leave and do not return to this place unless you have fulfilled your vow.
Learn anything more? Will you be able to share it with us or Ephesus? You've helped us immensely.
These are my terms.
Well, I guess we'll be going then.
Thank you.
Good luck with the Moonlight stuff.
May Saloon shine upon you always.
I mean,
even when you are misguided.
She's everywhere. So.
Good job. Good job.
You're right.
That's what they said. What that guy said.
That guy finally found somebody to listen to him. So
I'm gonna be with Vale because I haven't been separated from Vale since I've been alive.
okay. You run to catch up to them.
Alive again.
Again, yeah.
Again.
Yeah, born again for the third time.
He's born again. Oh boy.
Are we
When you get back in the
outside the
entranceway,
tunnel?
or you can be like out on the step. No,
Is
it
light
is.
outside?
I mean, it's probably an hour before dawn at this point.
Oh man.
Okay.
So I don't know. What does the sky look like at like 5 in the morning? That's what it looks like.
Still dark.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's still pretty dark. Maybe there's a hint of like gray on the horizon, but.
So what's going on? Vale's like ahead, and then Gus is running after her, and then the Farron's running after Gus. And
I have no idea.
look at Steph, like, where the heck did everybody go?
I don't know. I thought we were just going to let her leave, but apparently they all want to follow her for some reason.
And as Steph says that, we cut away to her walking. She goes, it'd be a lot easier to lay low if I didn't have a band following me.
Yes, I do not know why they are coming. I am at least stealthy enough to go with.
I look over. Who am I closest to?
No,
I guess it would be
between
Wigbit
Vale and the Farron. Oh, are you?
You called up to the Farron. And,
All right. I guess the Farron is trying to catch up to Vale, and I'm like kind of right behind Vale. I look over to Farron and I ask him, where's the safest place in this city for this Nagamine to go and lay low?
The Citadel.
Boy.
Oh God.
She is not going there.
So I kind of look at him and I'm like, well, wait.
And we want to reword that question.
Followers of Shar there?
We wouldn't need to tell them about that part.
Don't they already know?
So she's a follower of Shar?
They would recognize her.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't know her from anything.
Yeah, I think she would.
We just brought her from the Citadel.
Oh, right. Thanks.
Yeah, because Armando would recognize her, right?
We're gonna let you go, but actually we're gonna run you down to the street and drag you to the Citadel.
Exactly.
What about like another inn? Like just a random inn.
Okay, so where is?
So yeah, she's. And so as y'all are like discussing this, like she says, "What is it you expect me to do, Master Vale?"
I am master of nothing and nothing. I am just trying to find you to whatever safe place you wish to get to. Them, I do not know what they are doing. They are,
Say, Nagamine, I do have something that I'm thinking of. May I welcome you with discussion?
Sure. We haven't talked enough tonight.
I don't think these guys understood the deal we made.
Right. I knew I should have made the negotiation.
I mean, Dale's saying exactly what he said.
Yeah, I know.
The rest of them, I don't know.
I thought Vale gave up on that whole thing.
My patron is Lord Franz Erbloom, and I hate him for that. And I'm bound to serve him anyway. It seems like your association with Shar is similar.
I mean, it's not the greatest once you figure out she's trying to erase everybody's memories.
So, would you have any desire to stand against your former master?
No. I'm not. My whole purpose of making a deal with you guys because I don't want to die. Standing against them is death.
So it is.
Death.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna shape.
Say, Vale, where do we meet you?
I'm gonna shape
I
shift.
will meet you back at the Moongate.
Okay.
Gus, you're shapeshifting into what?
Shape shifting into a giant eagle.
Okay.
Oh boy.
All right. And I'm gonna fly above her. And I'm gonna
go ahead,
grab her with my
do this earlier.
and try not to hurt her.
I'm gonna grab her and
Hurt her
duck
when I do
down.
it.
Away from this giant fucking eagle.
It's like, we're gonna let you go, but
It's like,
we're
I don't know,
actually
what
not.
are we doing? Are we following this?
No, I'm not. I said I was gonna let her go.
This is in the
I
street.
did too, and I'm like,
This
Yeah.
is happening in the street right now because I mean that's where Vale and
I feel like Seb and I like said our goodbyes and thank you as we went out there. Maybe Seb just, I don't know what he said, but
I'll
maybe
wave up Eagle Gus and Farron and say, "Stop! You are scaring the woman. Just, I will take her somewhere safe. This is all you need to know."
Good luck.
And I look up at Eagle Gus.
So I'm just trying to pick her up. But I'm trying to do it safely.
Protect her from Eagle Gus.
so you're aiding her. So it's a disadvantage grapple then for Gus.
And I'm going to put up an illusionary awning that they're underneath.
Triple disadvantage.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
So the eagle swoops down,
Yep.
and as you do, this awning appears
so-
as you reach to grab, and then she's ducking, and Vale is like helping her duck. But it's still a disadvantage.
All right. So I'm glad that no one's watching to see that like a turtle dude turns into an eagle in the middle of the street, swoops out and tries to pick up a woman. A Catman pushes her down towards the street, while the guy with no eye, with milky eyes, makes a tent pop up.
Nothing
What?
here.
What is happening?
And the barbarian is the only one standing there not doing anything.
And we're just standing watching. And, yeah.
Barbarian.
Like,
I'm wondering why everybody else is so impulsive.
we're gonna make sure, if nothing else, we're gonna make sure that she can lay low. This is what laying low looks like.
So we've just
walking
done
down.
Say again, Gus? What'd you say? That's what.
I said 10 minutes before this, there was a guy walking down the street with a robot running circles around him. So this isn't that unusual to see again.
It's good things happening.
I mean, that's
All right, am I
Huh?
making athletics?
Will
this be athletics?
So it's
Yeah.
an athletics check.
Yeah, I guess it's your
total
athletics.
All right, I rolled twice, I think.
Now is it your athletics or is it the Eagles' athletics?
Oh yeah, Eagles. So Eagle,
Yeah.
that athletics is strength, right? Okay, so I roll. There's the first Eagles, and there's the second Eagles.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it'd be,
so-
it'd be the second one.
I mean, I guess I have to roll for her because it's opposed, right?
Yeah, she's had to deal with a lot of crap.
Would she have
I'm trying to fly her to safety.
Say again.
advantage?
No,
So-
yeah, the aiding was either advantage or disadvantage. In this case, it provided disadvantage to Gus.
But I could be providing advantage to her.
With awning.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
hindering.
as long as it doesn't roll like a really crappy number. That was
You're
close.
fine.
No, it was 6 beat to 5. It was
Oh,
I'm
close.
gonna give her
yeah,
my-
five.
I still.
Oh, I didn't see the second one.
Yeah, she had a 5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
five.
it was
Okay.
yeah, so it was close, but
No, I'm gonna give her my inspiration.
she didn't need it.
She got it.
Oh, okay.
We didn't see
It
his
was her
second roll.
6. She rolled a 6. Yeah.
Got it.
So yeah, so the eagle call swoops down and she like, and
And I'll try to run her off towards an alley.
I
Where they-
thought we had an agreement.
What she
Seems like your companion's trying to kill me.
yes,
Get
right.
over here.
All right,
To the alley. To the alley.
I drop my shape, and I'm like, listen, chick. I was just trying to get you away from this Catman and take you to a safe place. But if you want to go into the alley with him and let him kill you, that's
Look.
fine.
Just pick which guy you want to mansplain what a safe place is to you. One of them. Like, no, look, this is how you get to safety. No, this is how you get to safety.
I was just following her. I was taking her lead. I was being a good feminist.
her lead. She told you to go away.
She did. She said, let me do it on my own.
Trying to kill it.
It's like the hot chick at the bar and all these guys trying to pick her
No one
up.
will leave her alone.
So she ducks down in the alley and she says, "Okay."
All right, onward to wherever you are trying to get to. I am sorry about them. They are. I just really met them.
I really could have made it on my own.
Well, I don't know that you could have. I think he probably would have tried to carry you away.
Well, I could have made it on my own without you and your companions.
Yeah. Yes. Well, here we are.
I love it.
Yeah.
I just throw my arms in the air and I start walking towards the ribbon or whatever.
Moongate.
I asked Fern if he knows where this place is. I said, because obviously she wants to be killed in an alley by a cat man.
I don't think we're going to go straight there. Or at least Wigbit doesn't want to go straight there.
No, I don't want to either. We need to consider this more.
Tired.
Yeah, well, the Farron, I don't know if you rest or how you heal up, but you look like shit.
And did you two end up moving back on towards the Moongate?
Yes.
Okay. Then yes. A little ways later, Vale's going to go ahead and kill her. He's going to go ahead and dispatch her.
I knew it.
You know,
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's what he's gonna do, but
Come on.
whatever. I mean,
right.
I
You don't
don't
know
know
his background.
what I said I was doing.
The least bad thing he's
I
done.
was totally going to pick her up as an eagle and take her
Man,
to like
Bill,
a hayloft near an
I did
inn.
not see that coming.
He doesn't know his
I
background,
saw
but he
it a
knows
mile
it's not
away.
the worst thing he's done.
So
I saw he's a cat. I'm like, this cat is going to take her in an alley, and he's going
That's
to
exactly the
claw
plan,
her
actually.
throat
Claw
out.
her throat out.
are you going to do this when she gets to where she's going, or are you just going to wait until they're far enough away and in a secluded way, and you're like, hey, let's take this alleyway?
He's crashed down the alley.
Well, yeah, and then just out of nowhere, turn and claw to the neck. I can make 4 attacks if you need me to.
I mean, she has 2 hit points right now. So if you miss 4 times, we'll see. We go ahead and roll, and if you hit 1 time, it'll be done.
Okay.
So I'm assuming you're going to hit 1 out of.
Also, it's gonna be
After he saved her,
Only for
Did I hit her?
the guy
There you go. Done.
all advantage, right?
I'm not even worried about advantage.
But I mean, if it's
All
a
right.
surprise attack, then it's not an advantage.
I don't know how much of a surprise
You
it is.
butter her up, and then you take her somewhere, and then you claw her throat out. All right. Cool.
as she lays there, the drunk guy comes up and tries to take
I'm going
her.
to stitch her first, and then I'm going to head back.
The same drunk guy comes stumbling in from the other
Happens to
side.
be wandering by.
I got some help.
Oh man.
All the guards.
I brought the guards.
Yeah.
The guards
Oh,
come.
that's fine. I can escape.
All right. So as this eventful night is getting to become dawn, what is the plan? I guess
Also,
that's
as they were walking away,
Yeah.
Wigbit, I don't know what they're doing, but we should probably let Ephelis know that that statue. She said that statue is preventing the vanishing from getting worse. He should probably know that
He should know a lot
since
of what
he
we.
has that statue.
Yeah,
Should we go find him?
absolutely. Yeah.
So didn't he go into hiding and we didn't know where, and that was better?
I think
You want to deal with that?
I thought he told us where we'd be able to get to him if we
I
needed
don't
to.
remember. I thought he was going.
he was going- He said he was going somewhere secret, but he was also indicating towards the palace somewhere. So
It's a pretty small place.
But didn't he say he would message us
Didn't he say
or
what?
something? I thought
He said, I asked him to message us.
He said he would, send Wigbit a
Yeah,
message if something happened.
yeah.
So he didn't give you real specifics where he was going. He kind of gave you a generalization of I might be going to the palace, but I'm also going somewhere to get out of mangonels that are mangonel fire. That's
We may have better luck finding Bran than Ephelis at this point.
Yeah, but Bran is not
He's
as.
somewhere around in the city too.
Yeah, I mean he's commanding. I also need to find a place to rest. So if we could find a safe place, maybe near the palace, that might be the
That's what I was
best.
saying. The Farron looks like shit, and I can only heal him a few more times. We all need to rest up, and then the cat man. I mean, I'm sure she didn't put up a fight, but I mean, you know, he's got to wash his hands.
Why would she fight? There was an agreement. They weren't going to hurt her.
Yeah.
Oh no, he killed her. Guarantee it.
But we don't know.
I
that.
tried to turn into an eagle
Not
and fly her to safety. I guarantee he killed her. I saw it in his eyes. I know when a beast is about to kill.
But yeah, I'll run back after the deed is done, and I've searched her over real quick.
Yeah. So what are the others doing? Because that takes a few minutes.
I guess we'd have to wait because we don't have a plan otherwise.
Or just start walking towards the.
We're in the street wondering
Palace.
where to go. Like, not too.
Would Vale know to have met us there?
Figure it out.
Figure it out, or he'll track you.
All right.
Oh, he could track
walk toward the palace then.
Could track you.
So you're going to go back to the Citadel. And what's the plan there?
Find a place to sleep.
And
And if Ephesus pops up, find him first.
yeah, close
Sleeper,
if we can.
plan 1A and 1B.
Is this plan for a long rest or a short rest?
Long rest.
As long as we can rest until we get blown up by a manga.
I mean, some of us have no rage. And I'm pretty useless without rage.
That's pretty important.
Can't just power down for a half a second and
Look, I can't do that all just whenever I want.
power cycle.
Power cycle.
It only happens sometimes.
And some of us probably have to start rolling for exhaustion if we keep going.
I need something to eat.
All right.
Yeah.
Because we have been, like, we started this day in the Underdark, right?
Well, you did.
Some of you did.
Yeah, no, that's right. You guys are all fine. That's why you don't.
This has been a really long day for Wigbit. So.
Yeah. Till morning.
I started my day in a burning warehouse.
Did I see him today? The guy in plate mail.
Huh?
The guy I saw, like the plate mail guy. I saw him today
In Ingress?
in Angrist.
That was yesterday.
Did I sleep since then?
Actually, I don't know.
I don't think you've slept since then, but it was yesterday.
Right.
Yeah, well, it was
I mean,
definitely yesterday.
You've been up all night. Or you've been up all night.
Actually, that was actually the same sleep cycle. Yes, that's right. Wow, it's been a long day.
Yeah, we've been.
All right.
He's earned it.
I'm tired.
All right.
I might explode if I get any more information.
So you drag yourselves back to the Wigbit drags himself. Everybody else, walks with him to the castle. They of course let you in. They do ask you where you, like, what's your business here? I mean, they know who you are, but they still want to know what's your what do you want here right now? I guess is kind of what they're asking.
We need to deliver information to Ephesus and rest.
And so essentially they tell you, we don't, like, he was in the room of collection, and then we don't know, actually, we haven't seen him, so go check there, which of course you go check there, he's not there anymore.
Is the room of collection empty?
Pretty much. I mean, he took all the important documents and all of the things and the
we
theories
saw.
and all that stuff down.
Yeah, we
you
saw him
like,
as he was gathering up his stuff to go.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's maybe some leftover, writing equipment or writing, material and things like that in there. But, it's clear he took, I mean, there's like a map still in there. But, I mean, he's taken all of the relevant things to the Vanishing with him.
Right.
But yeah, when you ask them, did he come out? And they're like, no, we haven't seen him.
So he just teleported to wherever he was going directly. Or something.
I mean, it's a big enough castle grounds that he certainly could have moved somewhere within the castle grounds without us seeing him. We're not really watching for threats from within. We're watching for threats from without. So Although maybe we should be watching for threats from within. But
Do you have an idea of where he would have gone to? Was there a safe place for him to reside?
I mean, until like a few hours ago, he'd been gone for a month. So I'm assuming he goes wherever he wants to go.
Salty.
Is there a
Not our position to question where lords go.
place where people go when the city would be under attack? A hidden safety bunker or whatever you would.
I wish I knew because I would love to be there.
Who should I ask?
I mean, you're talking to like the highest ranking guy who's here. Like, you know, like I'm not trying to be difficult. I just don't know where he is. We don't keep up with where we do our jobs, and this is my job. He did not come out of these gates. I know that much. It seems that you have some authority around here, so if you want to go meander about the castle grounds, try not to get hit by flying mangonel pieces.
Is there a bed somewhere that I could lay in?
I'm sure there's a. If you had, I mean, you tried an inn somewhere.
I was hoping to stick around nearby in case bad things happened.
I mean, you can go to the barracks there if you want. There's cots in there.
That would be fine.
I'd like to take a rest, get some food.
I'll tell you guys. I think I need to head to the barracks, at least for the time being.
I'm gonna go up to the battlements. I'm gonna watch this start.
Okay.
Sleep.
What's that?
Because you don't sleep.
Oh, we gotta do something while you guys are sleeping. Oh yeah.
I'm not convinced I'm going to sleep, but I have to try at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna start a long rest.
A long rest up on the battlements.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, because I can.
Not up on
You're on the north side that's being bombarded with. Yeah.
Hmm?
You're on the north side that's supposedly being hit.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
if
I don't think
the
you could
Citadel's going to be
sleep.
getting hit by stuff, then I want to keep a lookout so that you guys aren't like sleeping in the barracks and then having rocks falling on the barracks.
I appreciate it.
I'm not
We
gonna.
appreciate that.
Okay.
I figured it would be a useful place to be.
So the Farron is going to the battlements to rest and watch. Gus and Wigbit are going to the barracks to rest. What's Vale and Seb doing?
Vale,
What's Seb doing first?
I guess I'll go with Wigbit, unless he tells me
Okay.
otherwise.
So into the barracks. Okay. To power down, I guess.
So, I mean, when it comes times to rest, so like I'll just stand back to the wall and the glow in my eyes dims a little bit, and then I'm completely still.
Does it get like
Over at Wigbit, I'm like, good to you.
brighter?
Is it what?
Does it get like dimmer and then brighter?
Maybe it pulses a little bit. Yeah.
As if he's recharging. Is this
Something like that.
normal?
Wigbit rolls over and there's a guy still just staring at you with the glow.
I just the guy today. I just like
Yep.
all of this is still just too much information overload.
Yep. But yes, just completely motionless, standing
Okay.
straight up.
And Vale, after he has committed murder, what is he doing?
it's light murder.
Murder. Right.
Whenever he catches up, he'll crash in a cot as well.
Okay. All right. And so, as the episode draws to a close, that is where we are as dawn hits the city.
Dawn isn't hitting the city.
I mean, a lot of things are hitting the city,
Things are hitting the city. I was just
including
trying to-
Dawn. Dawn is
Yeah.
Dawn is one of them.
Dawn is supposed to be good, right?
Dawn is crashing down on the city.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Crash.
All right. Well, we will see everybody in a couple weeks. We think? Yeah. 2 weeks. We'll be back. And it will be dawn, and we'll see what happens. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.